Hey, we never seen this kind of thing before. Which kind of wahala be this?
So wait, what's the catch?
For Nigeria. This is not part of waiting ABC. They worry some people for Belesi. Waiting they go on. And again, after person when they say
welcome, Wasopia, how are you? I saw your comment the other day. Sorry, I wasn't able to come online.
Gumi.
Welcome,
welcome. Instead of us to go US, go collect help. Instead of US
welcome
to
everyone.
Go collect help from Turkey, from Palestine. And then lo and behold, we don't get assistance or get security
pass as you come in.
People don't get worried about this. In case you're not worried, you should be worried. I don't know if you should, but this is not part of the matter. The way be said, grand. Welcome to Updated Precious. My name is Precious, and you're always sweet my belly to bring on an update of things that happen for inside the country. And today, on Thursday, we get our once in a week medicine. At Thursday medicine, Dr. Catch on the Joe, either for corner, and we bring them inside the studio, make it follow us, put them out for talk or things that they happen. Did I tell you that Nigeria Islamic Council, the Supreme Islamic Council for Nigeria, said they no go agree? Nothing go make Oga Joash Amokwiton, a Christian, can conduct election for Nigeria. Wait, say why? Say because he did bias. Say she been in the right report for 2022. For inside citation or wait way you write. So he talk say Christian they genocide them for Nigeria. So say they not believe say any election we go conduct will be free and fair because you don't already did bias towards Christians. That people say, excuse me. For the past almost 20 years, we've had Muslim heads of INEC, Jega, Mahmoud Yakubu, all of them. We never talk, say, oh, may they sack them because they be Muslims and they go this sympathetic. Oh, okay. So if we begin talk now, say, oh, the elections where these people then conduct actually they sympathetic to their Muslim brothers. Which you not go do that now? Waiting we don't talk because I said they talk to you now. Can't don't say now lie. They no go agree. That's in one that they talk. Islamic Supreme heads we no go agree for them. So you see, wahala be say they grants. But make I just quickly rush some headlines of things that they happen for inside the country. Tell on sharply. Now, Nigerians don't they lament the way we be say politicians use line up for inside airports. They wait for Sheyi Tinubu to land the red carpet so you be see them put for front of aeroplane where they come begin shake one by one, just like they do to the president. They get to do to the son too. And Nigerians don't say, hey, we never seen this kind of thing before. Which kind of wahala be this? We not see this kind of thing under Obasanjo. We not see Amanda Buhari. We not even see Amanda Jonathan. What in the name of psychopathy is this? Now waiting people don't they talk. And guess what? Some people don't talk. Say, hey, make I tell on a matter. See, in Nigeria, America 90 in charge of our security. No, sorry, right now. Turkey 90 in charge of our security. France 90 in charge of our taxes. UAE 90 in charge of our healthcare. Screwdriver guy furniture 90 oversee our intelligence.
Hey,
and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, they do it in charge of infections. In fact, some people call Ajara on top say Bill Gates 90 in charge of our food with GMO. So anyhow, I want to see him, make on see him. Professor Chijodin Carlo, night talk this one. And this one don't they get people they talk where I tell you say for inside Anambra State, Soludo don't come out contact the governor of Anambra State say next people will be say he go deal with now. Now schools, make we know why we say on no go open school on Thursdays. But as I speak to you right now, the teachers and don't beg. They don't say sorry, we no go do our again. Sorry, market people for it.
Sorry guys, I want to move it to where Dr.
Harry say Christian genocide did for Nigeria. A stand where the Nigerian government is not saying a lie, they at all. So because of that one, they know saying don't they bias already. So say for an umpire in a democratic process, integrity and neutrality are non-negotiable. So Omar and I talk that one. He said, as far as we are concerned, his integrity has been compromised. The honorable thing is for him to resign. If he does not, the government should dismiss or retire him immediately. But then Christian Association of Nigeria don't come talk. Say which kind of that one? Say in it go anyway. So Christian Association of Nigeria don't go against this one where BC Islamic Council talk. Let me quickly take your thoughts on them very quickly. Considering say for the past almost 20 years, we don't get almost Muslim heads of INEC. Why not now where somebody will be like saying a Christian? Why not still a Muslim president appoints? Now they get problem with them. Let me take your thoughts, sir.
Well, for me, I think that we're even discussing it. It's very upsetting because the Sharia Council itself is a thug unit. That's what they are. They are not. They are an intellectual thuggery fundamentalist unit. It is not good that we even discuss what they say. They are inconsequential. They are inconsequential. They don't add to anything. They are not recognized. There's nothing they do that has any consequence in the country. These are just crybabies. And what you're seeing now is the aftermath of the bombing. So you're going to see a lot of actions calibrated by a lot of people who were too scared during the period of the bombing to say it's in. Now they believe the Americans are going to start making noise. You hear that in the Senate yesterday from Ningi, whose governor is being accused of sponsoring Abdullahi Bello Bodejo, leader of the Miyetti Allah Koto Hore. Ningi is from Bauchi State. He never questioned his governor's sponsorship of terrorism. He is questioning Tinubu for not discussing with him. Don't forget.
Sorry. Wazobia, you said you took yourself out. Have you traveled? Have you been to Nigeria lately? Maybe you need to travel. Do something fun. Take your mind off of what is, or deal with whatever it is that's going on with you. Maybe you need to travel. Just go back home for a little bit, or go to an African country, or go to Thailand or somewhere where there's green. Sometimes it's lack of sun, no? It's lack of connection with the sun. That's what causes it sometimes. Do you take vitamin D? Do you go to the gym? Those are things you want to consider. Guys, please like the show as you come in. Double tap your screen device or thumb up on the show as you come in. You're in Nigeria. Oh, okay. If you go Ghana, you can go to Ghana. You can take a break and go to Ghana if you want, or take vitamin D. Get vitamin D, go swimming, do a challenging sport, play football, or deal with the emotions that they don't have therapists in Nigeria. Or you can actually, if you have access to the internet, you can Google. I think they have free therapy sessions online. You can Google and find out if you can get free therapy session, even if it's 10 minutes or 20 minutes. I understand Nigeria right now with the way things are is very, I'm sorry that you're going through that. I'm not a professional, so I can't really do much for that. Sometimes dealing with whatever it is that you're going through, like letting it run through you can help. But then again, I don't know what your situation is, but just hopefully, since you bought some books, maybe that will help you escape, like it will help with your imagination at least. Reading books sometimes can light you up. It depends on the types of books you're reading as well. Sorry, Wazobia. Sorry.
America didn't need
dear.
Obama, or when they carry out these security things. When it comes to issues of national security, the country may decide not to discuss with anybody until after it has done it. So, and that's why. So it's not a game of, no, the Senate is being sidelined. Obama never talks to the Senate. Obama just announced after the fact that we have taken out Osama bin Laden. And that's how it is. If you start talking to people like Ningi, the terrorists that you are trying to actually hit could gain a prior information. Why? We have been there before. So when the Americans first came during the Buhari era and they talked about using gas to neutralize everybody, they were shocked to see that terrorists suddenly.
Why did Amazon send me $20,000? Because I use Amazon AI. I'm going to show you a way.
Because you have such these terrorists in government. So the government is correct to act without telling these people what it is. And those are part of what is angering them. You can say they bullied President Tinubu to equalize by also going to Turkey. Can't you see that? Exactly. And he knows the game. So he's playing just to tell them, okay, fine. Obama is here for the Christians. You people for Muslims, you say, go to Turkey to balance it. Okay, I've been to Turkey.
Exactly. I saw that and I was like, why is T-Pain going to Turkey? It doesn't make sense. This man don't sign deal when passing.
That's just to play the politics of it. But fundamentally, you know very well, the Americans and Israelis are already in the Nigerian house. The gate is shut. The gate is shut. There is nothing you can do here anymore. The Americans are here and they've closed the door behind. So all these things are reactions after the facts.
Okay.
The US are here and they've gotten the Nigerian government to sign a military security cooperation agreement that the Americans authored. They've even come back last week to try to repair some of the fine print to allow them, strong latitude in their operations in Nigeria. Turkey is not trustworthy. Of course, Turkey has a history of backing Islamists around the world. Yeah. So anything you do with them will be with suspicion. We could also have such agreements with them that could let them give us some weapons. Could they have a very well-received drone, and that drone, who said we can buy them and then pursue those people into the places where they are. Now that our army has gotten control of a large swath of the Sambisa forest. So we are grateful to the Americans for coming. You're not having all these reactions because of the American coming. Everything you see this Sharia mad people say they are talking about is all because of the American intervention. They can get as angry as they want. That's their business. I will urge Nigerians to ignore them. They are inconsequential. There is nowhere in the Constitution where it is saying whatever they say, we should consider it or take them seriously. Just ignore them. They're angry that their jihadist agenda has been stopped in its track, even though I spoke this morning on television and I was asked about the sudden escalation of crisis within the Benue Basin. And I blame that, yes, on the government. The fact that the militias are now doubling up simply means that the army has a lot to do in mopping up. So, yes, it's one thing to throw bombs from the air, but you need boots on the ground in certain parts of Nigeria where these people are operating ethnic cleansings in the Benue Valley, in the Plateau Plains, the Mambila Plains in Adamawa, of course, the crisis areas of Southern Kaduna. So we must open our eyes about all these Christian enclaves. The diehard jihadists are going there and doubling down in killing people and kidnapping Christians. We don't have to rest on our oars. The Americans have come here, but the battle is right in front of us. We've only just started. And I want to tell people, don't despair. We can do the best we can. If it doesn't work, just as the Nigerian politicians are suggesting in New York about a two-state solution. Who told you Nigeria also cannot embrace a multi-state solution? If
like dividing
Islamic fundamentalists. What's wrong with that? People get out of marriages that are impossible. So if it is what these Islamists are pushing for a division of the country, I don't think the Christians will walk away from it. We'll find a way and we'll divide the country. India did this with Pakistan and divided their countries based on those religious lines. That's how Pakistan moved out to build an Islamic country. And I don't think they are dying. No, it is doable. It is doable. But we don't want that.
All right, so let me quickly touch on what people have been saying and the reason why people are worried about this, or perhaps the reason why this is even a conversation in the first place. So I think it was the president of Turkey that tweeted this. He tweeted, of course, in Turkish language. First of all, I had a problem with a president going to another country without a direct on-the-spot interpreter. I don't know whether you use FCM, because most times when the Turkey president they speak in their language, and we don't really get a single interpret on the spot, including sign language interpreter. I don't know why such a high-level, international conversation or conference or whatever it is they attended would be done without a direct on-the-spot interpreter. But the Turkish president tweeted, this is the English translation. You can see this is his Twitter handle. The English translation of waiting Ibise in talk, translated from Turkey. I had to translate it. And he says, Nigeria is a country of strategic importance with which we maintain close cooperation on many issues concerning Islamic world. So that means Nigeria is an Islamic world, especially Palestine, within the framework of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation and the D8. So, this is worrisome, and this has become worrisome for a lot of people. But before we talk finish, make I play you some evidences will make more people they worried about this. First of all, make I play you within a Bayononoga talk. Sorry, I think it was Daniel Bala concerning the agreement when they signed this. Now, what's happened when they signed the agreement?
Agreement on behalf of the Republic of Turkey, Minister of National Defense.
Get tax expertise without hidden fees.
Yasar Gila on behalf of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Agreement on behalf of the Republic of Turkey, Minister of National Defense. Yasar Gila on behalf of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Minister of Defense Christopher Gwabi Musa will be exchanging agreement on defense cooperation between the government of the Republic of Nigeria and that of Turkey.
All right, so you don't see that. But secondly, another Muslim, I think Issa Bako, had this to say. He worries also about this pact that was signed with Turkey. This is what he posted on his TikTok.
So Nigeria's healthcare now belongs to the U.S. government. Nigeria's taxes and land to France. Nigeria's care now belongs to the U.S. government. Nigeria's taxes and land belong to France. Nigeria's food belongs to an American billionaire, Bill Gates. And now Tinubu has gone to Turkey to go and hand over our security and our military to Turkey. It's okay. I think Germany should take over. I don't know. What do you think Germany should take over in Nigeria? Germany should be in control of something because it's unfair that Germans will not be in charge of something. The French and Spaniards too, because Spain, come on, they have.
He did make a lot of money, but most importantly, there was a television station, I think late last year, an Egyptian television station that accused Turkey of not just sponsoring terrorism, but also sending arms to Boko Haram in Nigeria. Let's watch when they talk.
An Egyptian television news program says that Turkey is clearly a terrorist state with a broad reach. It reports that Turkey is supplying weapons to the terrorist group Boko Haram in Nigeria. 10 TV host Nashad Al-Delhi reported on a leak confirming an intercepted phone call from a few years back confirming the action. He reported in part, today's leak confirms without a doubt that Erdogan, his state, his government, and his party are transferring weapons from Turkey to, this is a shock, to where you may ask, to Nigeria. And to whom? To the Boko Haram organization. Well, Raymond Ibrahim, a journalism fellow at the David Horowitz Freedom Center and an expert on the Middle East and Islam, joins us now with more on this. Welcome, Raymond.
Hello, Heather.
Are you surprised by this report? What's your take on it?
No, I'm not surprised. And my take on it is that the actual tape that was made that you referenced and you quoted was made apparently in 2014 or 15. And it was reported widely in certain areas in the US and in the West, not so much, and not much came out of it. And the reason I think is because Erdogan wasn't so, didn't have his fingers so much in Islamist politics outside of his own nation. But now that we've seen, Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, the ISIS Islamic State caliph that was killed recently, and he was found just 3 miles from the Turkish border, which is in fact one of the last, or if not the last bastion of jihadi so-called freedom fighters of attacking the Syrian government. It's brought it up again, the fact that everyone is saying, well, look, he's supporting ISIS. So now we're remembering, and that was, I think, the point of the Egyptian show. We're bringing back to see that there's some continuity here. It's not just right next door to Syria, to Turkey, meaning Syria. He's involved with some of the absolute worst Islamic terror groups. Remember, Boko Haram, which its name loosely means Western education is forbidden, haram, was basically doing what ISIS is notorious for years before ISIS. So the whole, head chopping, crucifying, massacres, enslaving women and children, burning people alive. Boko Haram was doing that. And one of the things that international observers have been noticing, especially increasingly, is that their armaments, their weapons, are very sophisticated. And it's even spilled into the Fulani tribesmen in Nigeria and in other parts in Africa. For example, I'm sure you know, Burkina Faso, also in Western Africa, attacks on Christians have become horrific. Just in the last few months, there have been so many and so many killed, and always in the context of checking out if they're wearing crosses, if they can say the Islamic creed or not, and then being butchered and so forth. And those tribesmen, the Fulani, who are essentially living almost on a primitive scale, appear with very advanced weapons.
Welcome, which would kind of seem to perhaps give more weight to this idea that perhaps Turkey is collaborating with Boko Haram. What would the benefit be to Turkey of collaborating with Boko Haram?
I don't want to talk because say una can't verse for me. Some people they verse for me say they talk over the video, so I try to behave myself now, because I have to behave myself. Una no verse for me, so I'm trying not to talk over my videos again. And I'm calm today. I bet maybe anybody enter my comment section when it go make me verse. Anyway, I know I go just ignore. Okay, seed. I go ignore you and Kola. I know go make una hard do bim. Okay.
One is Erdogan basically is an ardent Islamist, and he is supporting and behind any Islamist movement in any country. He's the Muslim Brotherhood in Egypt. He was allied with Qatar of Al Jazeera as his ally. And so you can see him, he's trying to help develop these Islamist groups so they can overthrow more secular states. Though, in fact, in Nigeria, an aside that I think is important, the president himself, Muhammad Buhari, of Nigeria, who's Muslim, Nigeria is half Christian, half Muslim, has been accused himself of being behind the so-called genocide, which a lot of international groups have called what's happening to Christians in Nigeria, that he himself is complicit in this armament. So he could very well be an ally of Erdogan and so forth, and it's just some sort of Islamist overall coalition globally.
I want to ask you, the President, Trump, of course, met with the President of Turkey yesterday. Do you think he's aware of these kind of ties to terrorism? And what are your thoughts on that meeting yesterday?
Well, in general, I think, what he's aware of is really hard to tell. But I think the meeting in general, Trump and presidents won't necessarily bring up all these things, obviously. So when he met, for example, in Saudi Arabia with the king and so forth, he doesn't really mention human rights abuses and so forth for whatever strategic tactical reasons. So it's really hard to predict, but I think he needs to be aware because Erdogan's he's got his fingerprints everywhere now. It's not just Syria, which is very obvious, but now there's older evidence of him involved in Nigeria and also in Turkey itself, the Christian population, the minority there. And remember, Turkey was originally entirely Christian. It was Anatolia. It was actually where St. Paul wrote all his epistles to. They're really being treated badly and discriminated against, and a lot of hate preaching in Turkey is increasingly against Christians and Jews. So definitely Turkey's going down the wrong path with Erdogan, though many Turks themselves remain committed to the Ataturk ideal of secularism.
Well, we are out of time, but Raymond Ibrahim, thank you for your time and your insight.
Both the interview and the reports, and you hear clearly within the man states or inside the matter talking about why ABC Erdogan, they support and encourage anything where ABC put Islam as, make Islam supreme, basically, and we talk and say if to finance terrorism for Nigeria, get many benefits for him. And the fact that he advances anything that's got to do with Islamic cause in the world generally and all that, and that he's been fighting to also take over some secular states and make them Islamic states, considering that Turkey was once a Christian country. Should Nigerians be worried about that? Yeah, the reason I ask this question further is because I don't know if you remember early this year, not just about last week, we hear say our Financial Reporting Council say they will integrate Islamic finance standards into Nigerian framework. So people don't get worried too much, and they will still be member of IOC or waiting for again. So should we be worried, sir? Can you hear me, Sir Dr. Kato? Network. I think the network.
Like
Dr. Kato, you can hear me. So it's very important that we lay this there so that we can understand exactly what it is we're doing. Can you hear me, Dr. Kato?
Never start to the talk.
Yes, I can hear you.
Awesome. So please go ahead. Should Nigerians be worried? I did say that just last week, The Financial Reporting Council in Nigeria said they will integrate Islamic finance standards into Nigerian framework. Perhaps our banking system and all that will get some of those, Islamic banking standard, basically, as it were. So that's what I'm saying. That should Nigerians be worried over this?
Nigerians, it's not an issue of Nigerians being worried. Nigerians have just discovered agenda of the Buhari administration, which seems to have been also embraced by the Tinubu administration. So it is true. We have seen that agenda and its violent form, which is the jihad. And of course, it also have other forms to try to make sure a lot in our national life is Islamized. They are on. The fact that the Americans have stopped them in the battlefields, in the physical genocidal battlefield, does not mean that the Islamists who are in power currently in Nigeria do not have other agendas. They do. And it is wrong for us to be doing reactive, commentaries and politics. We should get our own legislators who are Christians to be making noise also.
But our Christian legislators are not talking, sir. Even our Christian governors, in fact, the entire southern governors are not talking. Reason I'm saying this, in Oyo State, former minister had said that if it takes him to bring Sharia law into Oyo State, he'll bring it. And people are not speaking up. That's exactly the reason why people are worried. Just see what the Muslims have just said recently, that if Tinubu dares not to use Shetima, that it will have consequences for him. So that means they're still pushing the cause of Muslim tickets, irrespective of whether the president wants to balance it or not. The question is not just about being a Muslim ticket. The question is, if it were the other way around, would the Muslims tolerate what the Nigerian Christians are tolerating?
Of course not.
So why should it be that way? And all of this will just get
Okay, sir.
How long does it take to sound confident and clear when you speak?
Better
All it
wake up.
takes is 28
They are
days to
just
become a
carrying
man.
out whatever they
You will
want in front of your eyes. And all your
They know
deals are quiet.
the Christians docility. The Muslims have continued doing what they're doing. But I don't think that's where the issue is. The Christians should start meeting and organizing. They are doing it. If the meeting and organizing cannot happen on a national scale, it is good that you're now having ethnic groups meet and organize in their group meetings, and they raise some of those things and state their position. So for me, I don't think we should panic to these things. It's been happening, and we have been very silent for a very long time and very docile. Right now that we're beginning to find our voice, because of the sudden discoveries, left, right, and center, we need to be very cautious.
Oh dear, network says
those docility continue doing what they're doing. So my advice is don't just stay there to complain. Do something.
Exactly.
Talk to your Christian leaders.
Yeah.
If they're going to be afraid and not be able to say something to this nonsense, so be it. That if we want to really do something very importantly, we should start now to tell our Christian representatives across the country to speak up against what we think Islamic fundamentalists.
Exactly. Demand your deals.
As simple as that. You're not going to just keep quiet and think the fundamentalists will just, walk away. No, they're exerting a lot of pressure now that we're approaching another election on the politicians.
Exactly.
And the politicians welcome it all. You can sit in a boost game. Why do you think he's not talking to all those mad talkheads like Gumi and co? But he's taking it gently. Of course, Gumi too, if you notice, have stopped his noise. And I will tell you that's because they've also reached out to him. Let's see what's...
Oh dear. I don't know why we're having this network issue today.
People ought to be calling their GOs out, making demands right now. Protest.
Right, so that being said, Nigerians are largely what. Dr. Kacha, I don't know if you can hear me. Please, if you can hear me.
Around your churches, wake your GOs and your pastors up.
Whatever it is, the network issues are here, but today is much better than previously.
Yeah,
exactly.
So what I'm saying is, come what may, we must raise our voices and speak against what we think are anomalies, especially the strident rising voices of the Islamic fundamentalists in our midst. And it is because we didn't say a thing, that was why the fundamentalists goaded the Buhari administration in.
Exactly. Ovie.
Not
the
today,
two-line
for this
money.
network. I apologize for that. I just think we can have a smoother conversation.
Like 20 seats now.
Yes, I can hear you very well.
The network keeps interrupting, sir. We just get constant interruption.
The networks will continue to interrupt, but it doesn't mean that we cannot do what we want to do. We'll continue speaking to ourselves. So for all I can say, I will want to say that the Christians should not despair. They should continue to do what they have been doing, raise their voices, protest where it is necessary, and don't keep quiet when you see people doing something wrong. Don't be afraid. These things are constitutional for you to speak up and know heaven wouldn't fall. But you see, due to the absence of courage amongst leaders, people do not talk. And when they don't talk, their neighbor who is pushing an agenda will continue to talk and even try to act upon it. That's how Sharia came to Nigeria. It wasn't done as a matter of law. It wasn't in the books. But Muslims just started declaring it, daring Obasanjo, the Christian president, what he would do. He didn't want trouble. And what happened? They started practicing it and started behaving as if it was in the books. And when you now tell them, say, no, that they can practice anything they want.
Exactly. Koni.
So wait,
Why
what's the
Nigerian
catch?
politicians?
That's what most people ask when they
All
hear
your
about
deals
Smud's
are
brand new
pastors, they are
home.
quiet. Because they have aircraft.
Okay, so Dr. Kash, if you can hear me, if you can turn off your video, let's see if using only audio would be
That
better.
the law allows you to practice. I think these are early days going forward. I have no doubt Nigeria will get well. But if we can't get well, we have a perfect opportunity to work, to be able to live in peace and still be members of the same African Union and ECOWAS. It's not a must. We must continue to forcefully coexist with Muslims. We don't need to.
All right, sir. So, another reason why this one is very worrisome. See, recently we talk about how some Yeti Allah people, they use rifles, AK-47 precisely, we come from the Office of the National Security Advisor. And that was spark reaction. People say, nobody say Yeti Allah people will say the armed herdsmen, many people that accuse of Benue for Plateau. So now then they come, they kill their people. How come they can't carry a rifle when the Office of National Security Advisor give them? Only for yesterday, for them to catch about three leaders of Mieti Allah for inside Kwara State. One are the presidents, in fact, they top members. One are the presidents, and they use their mouths confess that they're guilty of banditry and kidnapping. That is terrorism. Okay? They confessed to that with their mouths. Yes. And then with the NSA, he's oblivious of that. These are the people that he recently, gave rifles to the vigilantes in Kwara State. So you see, so now what make people they fear? They say, they like say something, they go on. How is it that again President Bola Tinubu know about all these things? How will they say he know about them? Some people don't accuse and say because the Muslims, so now what's making us play soft on within this agenda be if there's an agenda? Because Nigerians are genuinely worried, and I don't think we should blame them for being worried.
That has got his tongue.
Well, I would say that I have read the story about the kidnappers and terrorists who were caught, who turned out to be executives of the Kwara State group of the Mieti Allah.
Yes.
So the Mieti Allah is already listed in the United States Congress as a terrorist organization.
Yes, the US didn't feel to call them terrorist organization. They don't call them terrorist organization.
That's what they are. The Nigerian government has not yet fully stood up to do what it should do against terrorists. The other day, the Katsina government and the Kaduna government had arrangements where they allowed the terrorists to walk away free. You see, the problem I have is it is easy for this government to divert attention by calling people they see in the south terrorists. And those who actually engage in terrorism in the north, who are in the open spaces, they don't want to touch them. That's why the government is saying to be complicit in the violence. And they wouldn't be able to get themselves out of it anytime soon. You see? So the government has a lot of patrons in government who are actually sympathizers of these terrorist groups. The terrorist groups didn't fall from heaven. No. They are an ethnic militia. And there are top politicians from such ethnicities who work with these terrorists who are currently in positions of very high influence in our country. And this is a problem. So I don't know what Tinubu is doing. I know he needs help. Well, the Americans are here. That is my only solace. But you think Tinubu will just immediately is discovered to be having this deficiency?
Please, this network, not today.
Politics.
Okay, sir.
So it's a good thing that we currently have woken up to the truth about terrorism as a mainstay hobby of politicians in Nigeria. So we have to yet calibrate a way to act towards these things. The government even don't know what to do. As I told you, what have you done to the terrorists that were released to go free in Katsina and Kaduna states? The government have done nothing. So we are watching.
Okay, sir. So again, what do you think the reaction of a country like not of yours and like Israel will be, considering the part where we see Turkey don't play with what they happen for Gaza for inside with Israel, and the fact say Israel also promised they will do their best to make sure say they stop the killing of Christians for inside Nigeria. Concerning this new agreement now for security will sign with Turkey, how you take things say Israel will react to them if attacks continue the way they continue on Nigerian Christians?
Nigeria may be a new platform for a proxy war amongst the superpowers.
Yeah.
So Nigeria is likely to become a new.
You got to hear about this thing. There's this new pair of glasses out there. It's basically an automatic 20/20 vision device for your eyes. I mean, this thing is
front for proxy wars. You bring in Turkey, the Israelis and Americans have brought themselves in here. If you now want some Muslim sympathizers to come here, it will only quicken the country's breakup. So I think they should be careful what they are doing and where they are going with all this. A lot of this could backfire and will only hasten the quick breakup of this country, because the fundamentals that holds us together have been destroyed.
Completely.
The fabric that actually gives us hope to continue to walk as people of one country has been damaged by Buhari and his fundamentalist people. We know the government hasn't been able to do any of the things it should do to actually save us. The only thing the government has done so far that is sensible is allowing the Americans have their way. Okay, without the Americans coming in and doing those, showing those people there are consequences for their continued jihad, I don't think we'll have the level of peace that we currently have today in Nigeria. Don't forget what this country was 3 months ago. It was hell. Killings were not stopping. Even though I still condemn the attempt by the Islamic fundamentalists and jihadists to double down in the Middle Belt. We're seeing signs of it, and we're asking that the government also double down in trying to make sure these people do not come back to the Benue Valley, nor in Plateau, nor in Taraba, or Kaduna states. What we've seen, we believe the bloodletting is enough. The Muslims should not think that Christians will just stand by and see them take over these lands. No. If they continue, they can be very, very well assured that the breakup of this country is actually what they're working for.
Correct, sir. So this one where you talk like this, it still happen because for Ondo State, Ondo people riot today. I don't know whether you don't hear say too many attacks happen recently inside. They happen recently for Ondo State. And before we even reach Ondo State, for Enugu here, that is I think Ozowani, for inside Enugu State. Now, so somebody did that. A young woman from Nimbo community for Ozowani local government area of Enugu State, Ubu Christian Chairman name. She don't appeal to the Enugu State government, security agencies, and well-meaning Nigerians for urgent assistance after her family's farm was destroyed by cattle grazing, herders grazing freely in the area. If you see the whole of the land, don't ordinary. I wish I can show pictures. The whole farm like this. Now, Choma said the farm, which covered several hectares and was planted with cassava and other food crops, was devastated when cattle strayed into the fields, wiping out months of labor and investment. Standing inside the destroyed farmland, in a video she shared, the School of Health graduate describes the incident as crushing blow to her family. She said, I am a graduate of School of Health, but there are no jobs, she said. I came back home to join my mother, who is a widow, so that I will feed farm to feed her family. But all the hard work we don't put in. See, under how many days now, the herdsmen don't carry their crops, scatter everywhere for the farm. You need to see the loss we visit in cure, because most of the cassava plants, they never stand again. The malu, they don't scatter everything, finish inside the farm. Some people even take loan to farm like that. Now, for inside Akure, some people they protest today, say they don't go do again. That insecurity in their land is too much. Every day they kidnap them. Take a listen to a few youths who protest. I think they say this place is very close. So
you can sell this $5 spatula on Amazon and compete with hundreds of other spatula sellers, or
all right, so most of them they complain they don't feel their farms anymore, and they've been kidnapping and then killing their people in Ondo State here. And you know, say recently these attacks don't be more around Oyo, Ondo areas as it did for Para and Kogi now. We don't get more attacks. So is it going to stop? Enugu is also suffering same thing now. Now the reason that woman is crying, she says if she says anything, the next thing they will kill her and her family. So she's even worried and scared. So how do you think we'll keep managing the situation like this without complaining? Another reason why I said this is because in River State where I come from, people are already complaining that there is infiltration of these same headers into farms in River State. If you talk, Nawala. So how is it going to stop? They're everywhere and not living peacefully in the wilderness of the land.
Let the government kickstart the state police.
But the government have not done that.
They will do that. I have seen movements across rural areas. I've seen names being composed. I've seen a lot that tells me in the next 30 to 60 days, you will see those things across the country. The government has been dragging its feet, and that's probably a consequence of, as I said earlier,
I agreed you before. Maybe you know
population
drive or something.
Of top tiers of government by sympathizers of these jihadists and terrorists. The national life is riddled with these people everywhere. And that's why we seem to be at a crossroad in this country. But I have no doubts, very soon something will give. Something will give.
All right, so looking at the 2027 election, again, waiting be our hope of indeed rescuing this country through election. That's another question altogether. Yesterday, we heard that Atiku had a high-level delegation meeting of some top ADC members, and he did promise them that he would rescue Nigeria from APC. by the grace of God. P2B2 was in Abuja, where he helped the campaign for the FCT people then when they do election. And P2B also blast President Parliament Tinubu recently, where he said, make it stay one place. Make it stay for Nigeria, solve the problem of Nigeria instead of traveling. So how are we sure that 2027 would actually give us that results that we need to rescue our country?
Well, 2027 won't give you what you want if you don't work at it.
Exactly.
Nigerians are full of talks, but the actions, they don't see it. The current help we have with the intervention of the US forces.
It's supposed to ginger Nigerians.
The Nigerians are not doing things to help themselves yet. So I believe we just have to continue to work hard until we are able to get this thing well. If you ask me, I will tell you, our people are not yet doing what I believe that we should do. Okay?
What is it that we should do that we're not doing?
We're not yet there.
What is it that we need to do, sir?
I'm listening.
I said, what is it that we need to do that we're not doing it? If you can hear me, what do you think, in your opinion, that we need to do that we're yet to do, or that we need to do differently?
It froze.
Sorry, so sorry. It's so hard. Can you hear me now? Is it better now? Oh dear, sincere apologies. All right. So a lot has been happening in Nigeria. By the way, while that one they happen, make a quick play on a video. We don't make the round as Nigerians in ginger. They say, why this kind of thing happen? Never seen happen before. How they go the line of the welcome Baba? They tell them farewell. They see the line of the welcome song. Top politicians. Here in a picture of being welcomed by top politicians for northern Nigeria. And this was Wahala. Nigerians don't complain well about and say this kind of thing. Why did they say it happened? People don't even complain. Well, they didn't see this happen in Obasanjo's administration. Neither did they see it happen in Jonathan's administration or Buhari's administration. Why not? Well, you see top politicians put red carpets, line up to welcome President Son. As waiting, and we see people they ask with that, and you can see that that's Sheyi Tinubu. That's the video. But I think that Catch has rejoined us. Let's quickly let him land his thoughts on what he was saying. Hello, sir. Welcome back. You smile. You see your guys Sheyi Tinubu. So it shouldn't be a problem. Why are Nigerians complaining about that, though? Shouldn't be a problem.
Well,
give him the treatment they give to his father.
It's a mirror. It's a mirror of society. It mirrors the level of psychophancy that you have in.
Ew.
These glasses are not a toy. Nobody believed me at first, but now everybody wants a pair. My friends roasted me for buying Wonder glasses online. They said I threw my money away, but then I showed them what they could do. Now they're all begging me to send them the link. They're called Clarity Blue glasses and are nothing like regular glasses. The lenses auto-adjust to adapt to your vision. Even my neighbor was stunned when he tried them, and he's an optometrist. Inside the lenses, there's this unique dual lens technology that automatically adjusts to whatever I'm looking at. If I'm reading a recipe up close,
oh, this network no go let us hear this English of psychophancy. Don't tire. What is this? What is the network problem?
It also shows you. Well,
okay, sir.
The networks. This shows you that the Tinubu dynasty is actually taking shape. That's what it is. Yeah. You know, a dynasty with the son. They have also a wife. So everybody seeks for their own platforms. The
dynasty. So the first daughter takes care of the market. The son takes care of one aspect. Wife takes care of one aspect. Are you serious, sir?
Well, you're seeing it before your eyes. So if somebody says that things are...
The dynasty of Nigeria's wealth and resources at the expense of the people of Nigeria.
That's what you're seeing. That's what you're seeing. Okay? That's what you're seeing. So, but I think if we work at it, we can beat this back. For me, it's nothing compared to the evils of the Buhari years. You know, I was so upset about the shedding of blood, which was actively promoted by the Buhari administration. You know, with all sorts of, sting operations and covert options. Can't you see now Buhari is gone and we have some semblance of peace?
But people think that more people are dying now.
I don't
think that more people are dying now. By the reports we get, more people are dying.
No, what you're seeing now is there is more reports today of this unlawful killings. During the Buhari days, the media houses were frightened into silence. They were told not to report the things they see. And the media houses, whoever goes out of line to report, and that was how bad it got, to the extent the soldiers were even told not to react to those who shoot them until the politicians give the go-ahead for them to engage. This is how bad it was. You know, under Buhari, the security services were destroyed. Look, all institutions that serve the country were just destroyed. Buhari didn't care. And that's what I say. Despite Tinubu's incompetence, his government is not as bad as the as the Buhari's catastrophe. So we've been to the mountain, and now that we're coming back from the mountain, and we can say the things we saw, and of course, share it with those that we didn't climb the mountain with us. I think today is better. Nigeria is much better today than it was during the Buhari administration, even though a lot of the devils are still all over the place because Tinubu is so weak, he's not able to be decisive. Imagine what would be and where we would be if the Americans hadn't come to stop the jihadist movement. With Tinubu so incompetent in reacting to the Fulani crisis, where would we be today? Why I would say for whatever it was, we're better now than before. We can plan from where we are now to make it better, but never to go back to yesterday.
So some people would, when you say Tinubu has been incompetent, some people will say that he's been the most intelligent president we've had, and the one with the most mind. Because in talking like the policies we know that government don't get the mind to do. In carrying their mind, implement policies they don't implement before. And imagine see how Tinubu strategically bring all the governors under him. In fact, for River State now, governor and the minister they fight over him, who go work for him. You see, so he's the greatest gamer of all people. So he's the most intelligent politician we've ever voted into power. So how would such a person be incompetent?
He is incompetent in dealing with Nigeria's diverse problems. It's one thing for a man to be trickish and be a genius in terms of exhibiting the devil's workshop, but it takes a different kettle of fish to fix society and make society to work efficiently for the people. It takes an honest man. Okay, you need to be honest to be able to do a lot of these things. Your actions will simply see the population follow you. But where everything you do must be trickery, everything you do must be a plot, to undermine somebody for you to gain advantage, and then you have issues. We have issues. Whether anybody likes it or not, Nigeria has issues. Nigeria is currently very challenged. We pray it gets better. And you are talking, most of it are part of praises and jargon that people speak. If he was that competent, how come?
So how long does it take to become a master of communication? Like 3 years?
Listen, I started 2 months ago. Start tomorrow, and by the end of December, you'll thank yourself for not waiting.
I mean, most people my age don't realize that the most valuable skill in 2025 is communication. It can build you a career in 1 month while others still freeze mid-sentence in meetings.
So how long before I see results with the 28-day communication challenge?
In 1 week, you'll be more charismatic. In 2 weeks, people will perceive you as a leader. In 4 weeks, you'll wonder why you didn't start sooner.
Most people learn to speak, but never learn to communicate. You don't need to watch thousands of YouTube videos about communication. You need daily practice. You need the skill that makes people listen when you talk. Tomorrow, we start the 28-day communication challenge. Just 15 minutes a day to train your voice, clarity, and presence. In 1 week, you'll sound sharper. In 2 weeks, you'll stand out. In a month, you'll speak like a leader. Tap the screen to join.
The Americans came here. How come he wasn't able to resolve this issue? The basic duty of a president is to provide for the security of the people's lives and properties. And if he failed in this sense, where's the competence? Why, if he took the Americans to even now help him to secure lives and property, where is the competence? Where is the competence? Tell me. So it's easy having coercive institutions like the army, the police, and all those people, EFCC, to force people into line. It's a different kettle of fish when you actually have to calibrate, strategies and force good for society everywhere. But once society says that you are challenged, some might even take after your ways. And when they take after your ways, everything will be kata everywhere. So I really don't, I don't give in to those praise singers who say what they say. Tinubu is employed to govern. So all the admirations and calculations, interrogations and judgments should be on his ability to govern. Govern in a way that you bring advantage to the people. Govern in a way that you secure lives and properties. I think that's what we should be looking at.
All right, sir. Before I open the phone lines, because I don't want to dwell on other issues for too long, what's your take on what's going on in Anambra State with Soludo and the Onitsha main market traders as he closed the markets because of they decided to kill the economy of the state with the sit-at-home orders. The traders have now pleaded and said they will not do sit-at-home again. He should open the market. He said he's going to shut it down for 1 week. He will open it up on Monday. That Monday wouldn't be sit-at-home. If they don't come market that Monday, he will close them down for 1 month. Since they want sit-at-home, they go sit-at-home. In fact, he even threatened that he may demolish the market or take over most of the shops in the market. Even though people are saying that it's within their rights to decide whether they want to have any civil disobedience in line with what they support or not. But people are saying that indeed that they are encouraging their own people with this at home. Let me take your thoughts on that, sir.
So wait, what's the catch? That's what most people ask when they hear about SMUD's brand new homebound.
The issues of people's emotions, their fears, and their calculations. It also depends on how the government do it. I will give an example of the Imo State government. The way I saw Governor Sodema did it, he engaged the communities in a series of stakeholder meetings, told them what he was doing, and then they now confessed. The village leaders, the community leaders told them what the problem is, and they confronted him with it. And he found out that a lot of the people causing this crisis are people the governor, can actually control. He took measures, and those controls were put in, and there was peace. The people on their own will start going to do this. So if Soludo thinks he can get it by force without engaging and talking to them, I don't think that's the right thing to do. Continue to start talking to them, not giving them instructions. Let them tell you where the issues. They know quite a lot. They know those who play enforcers. They know all sorts of miscreants. When you engage them in stakeholder meeting, they will share things with you, tell you what they know. You as a governor that also can do quite a lot of things that most basic people won't do, will then find ways to deal with it. If there are particular people, they mention their names, you find ways to do with it, because only the state can levy force and violence. Engage them that way. Then I don't see anything beginning, because the traders are not happy to be killing that particular Monday. But don't forget, this has happened before. He told them to come out and trade. As they came out to trade, customers were killed. Traders were kidnapped and killed. And nothing. Now, those previous experiences are the reasons why when you talk to them today, they don't want to listen. Because they will ask you, how are you going to stop these crooked enforcers that will come after we, the leaders, when we obey what you do? I think he has to work with the market people. Talk to them, let them also confess certain things that he might act upon to actually arrest a lot of the activities that add to their fears. I don't think there's any magic bullet to it. Soludo should learn what happens in Imo State. Imo has virtually gotten over its own. As I speak to you right now, there is walk along the Hiala Olu Road. And vehicles are moving from Mbidi straight.
Oh yeah, that's work. Okay, so Nigerian phone lines are open. Let me just seize the opportunity to tell you the phone lines are open. You can jump in and conversation.
You know, a lot of the things I know, obviously. Soludo knows what I know. That since Buhari left, he doesn't need to fear, security operatives who are involved in the covert operations of enforcing state at home. And that's why you see him now trying to forcefully tell the marketers, come out. These people have gone. They won't come again. That is the truth. So there is a way to do it. There is a way to do it.
But he's never even accepted that there were people doing it. He said that 99.9% of the crime in the southeast is by Umigo. That's what he said. He blames Igbo.
Soludo was saying that as a way to curry favor.
To curry favor?
Me and you don't blame him. Igbo leaders won't even speak. How Christian leaders will go mute. It's all part of it. They speak. Christian leaders, a lot of them react to say a thing. They can experience very terrible issues. And so people are actually under a lot of strain. And I think people should understand that. These are not very good times for this country. Okay? We're pretentiously going through it. What gives a lot of us hope is American and Israeli intervention. Of course, you can see the kind of reaction that is now bringing from some of our Muslim brothers. They talk out of anger. They say things that normally they shouldn't say. How can you say?
In the next 12 to 24 months, I believe America will endure an age of chaos that is likely to be more difficult.
Let me just say this. You guys remember this guy, Alex Barber? He's helping to build houses for Middle Belt people. The guy who came in, the missionary from America. Now, this is, let me see. This was probably 18 hours ago. I'm going to find if there's a follow-up to the tweet. They've been looking for him. His friend reached out to him. Let me read the message. So yesterday, his friend, his name is a long name. Let's not bother. Okay. The message here is, so yesterday, Alex Barber chatted me that some persons are looking for him. I saw his chat late because I was busy. He's yet to reply my chats and yet to answer my calls. Alex is on a mission to help rebuild homes, schools, clinics, churches, provide water to victims of Fulani terrorist attack across Nigeria and other parts of Africa. He sent that message and went mute. Alex is working across other states in Nigeria, Plateau, Adamawa, Benue, Taraba, etc. At this point, one cannot ascertain the government that's looking for him. I'll wait for 24 hours to report to appropriate authorities if he's yet to communicate me. Okay? They never hear from him. Hey, if anything happen to that guy in America, no. May Fulani tell me, in fact, maybe go even go. May they expedite the process of sharing the country into two. Because they don't tag all the people now, taggable. More than leave. Anyway, man, not talk. Let's continue.
Years of Muslims running the ballot and the electoral commission. You now say you won't accept anything a Christian headed institution does in terms of election. What kind of silly talk is that? Very reckless. Very reckless. So society is going through, as I said before, a historical, touching, and very, very difficult time in Nigeria.
All right, so one more thing I want from you is this case of Igboho. So Igboho then come out and
welcome
recently, and he came amidst rousing welcome, for inside Nigeria. People compared it to Nnamdi Kanu. What's the difference between the agitations? Why wasn't Nnamdi Kanu treated differently? Or is it that the Igbo leaders did not do enough like the Yoruba leaders did for Igbo?
That is the word. Nnamdi Kanu was treated the way he was treated just because he's Igbo. Okay? You can see how Bello Turji is being treated. You can see how Gumi is treated. And then the Yoruba leaders now went to beg, and Igboho is free. So, but that doesn't mean that Igboho has changed. No. Igboho is only free to come and organize in a way that, because they know they need him. People like Igboho are very difficult to come by in societies like ours. He has unusual courage. He can do quite a lot of organizations. I think now you will see an infusion of better, intelligent logistics people to guide him, because the Yorubas are actually getting ready for exit from Nigeria should it come. Everybody is very, very ready, because eventualities are what we think might settle the Nigerian conundrum.
Thank you, sir. Nigerians phone lines are open. Hello, good evening and welcome.
Yeah, good evening, Precious. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. You're welcome, sir. Go ahead. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, it's me, Biscayne Agolu. I'm in Washington, D.C. And
Why did Amazon send me $20,000? Because I use Amazon AI. I'm going to show you.
Yeah, I work for Department of War, Office of Secretary of War. So I have to tell you all the big high intelligence that we are saying, and I can hear them say that. First one, Tinubu cannot meet the president. They deny him meeting the president. They also deny him meeting the vice president.
Why? Why? He's the president of a sovereign country. Why would they do that?
I'm not telling you what I mean. Somebody said that you are a shithole and you're a disgrace. They know everything about him. Okay? I'm telling you from the right source. Now, they told him that Nigeria is 60% Christian, that he must have a Christian vice president. He knows that. Tinubu is scared of coming to America because he doesn't know what's going to happen to him. He cannot predict Trump, and he knows that. Okay? So, all this stuff is saying Nigeria is sharing intelligence. None of them are. America don't let them share it. America does not share intelligence with them. You remember I told you last year about the chip of gas? Okay? When the American came to the defense headquarters, I'm sure all those lieutenant generals that were there, how they going to capture those girls with tear gas. The next day, they provided those bandits with maps. So America knows. They can forget about what they're telling you, they share intelligence. They don't share anything. America cannot share intelligence with Nigeria because they don't trust them. And they will never share that. They're holding Tinubu to his trouble. They must get a vice president that is a Christian. There's no choice. And that's going to boomerang. And that's going to boomerang his electability in the court. Okay, so that's what is happening. All those stuff they're doing, they don't do. America doesn't share anything with them. So this is a fact, and I'm telling you from the right source. I work in Pentagon, Office of Secretary of War. So this is fact. Now let's go to Soludo. I'm assuming that Soludo is the Chief Security Officer of Anambra State.
That's what it's supposed to be.
Okay. Yes, and also he has proven it because he has been the army, the vigilante, and all police and everything. So he has proven it that he's in control of the security in Anambra State. But let me ask you. You think that those traders don't like to go and trade on Monday? They're not to do. The rule is providing security for them. If they go out and get clear, will Soludo replace their minutes? Okay? So, he needs to do the needful. Get all the security to assure those traders their life is safe. You cannot just come and say shutting it down. And some people die. There's a woman, if you go to the social media, a woman was crying. over there at somewhere in Mbuka or whatever. Okay? They kidnapped the man, and nothing happened up to today. A lot of people, they have fear because they want to come out on Monday. What has to do the power to get to the bottom of it? All he has to do is to go shut it down. If you don't do anything, approach it and demolish it. Because he's getting the second time, right? You remember election is coming though? He needs people in the Senate, he needs people in the Senate and House of Reps.
All right, sir. Thank you,
so
sir.
we're going to see what's going to happen.
Thank you.
That is a pure reality. Okay?
Thank you,
so
sir.
I know you can be able to provide those towns of military, police, and everything. Why can't you provide them every money to make sure that everybody's secure? They can do that.
All right, sir.
That is nonsense, in my opinion. That's all I have.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Dr. Kach, if what he says is true, that the United States is pressurizing President Bola to ensure he goes with the Christian vice president, and the North no one even hear him. If you notice, the North don't talk so many times, especially say, if you not get a northern Muslim, say, you know, go figure vote or not. But again, the question I say, I don't want to say that the mind of the North, because some people will call temerity of the North to give condition on say, if you not involve them, you will get votes. Why Christians not fit talk, say, if you don't get a Christian candidate, or you know the Christian Southerner, in Northern and win election. Why if you reach for time to give conditions, Christians they give condition for Nigeria?
These smart adjusting lenses just prove that you can have perfect vision at any distance without any of the expensive prescription.
Why only Northerners give condition of waiting they want? Because people have said it that he must get a candidate from a Northern Islamic majority, Kanuri, Fulani, all of those places, unless he no go win election. And it must be. So how it is this one? Don't be trapped in also for like this. You as a wait for one corner. Northern as a wait for one corner. I want to yourself like this. So
well, I think your mindset is also part of the problem. You're talking of not. Who is the not? Is it when Fulani leaders make noise, you say that's a not? Where are the Biron people? Are they not part of the not?
That's
the Angas people, are they not not? The TV, and they don't not?
No,
the Bachama, are they not?
They be Christians.
Listen,
they say
it doesn't matter. Hear me now. They are
minority.
They are not an us. They are not an us. The majority of the population of the North live in the Middle Belt. The Middle Belt is a Christian majority area. Understand that. The fact that the Fulani have schemed themselves and everything about North, they tell you they are the North. If you ask them what about these people, say, no, we are the North. Remember, it has happened under Obasanjo. Obasanjo also say, who are the North? He say, we are the North. He say, these people from Kaduna, they don't say, no, they're not North. This is what me and you should not promote. Some people in the North have said they want full advantage. Only a Northern should be. But of course, you will ask, he won't vote. In the last election, did Tinubu win it? Remember the controversies that led to his acrobatic declaration. So the elections are not won by what the people voted. Tinubu's case, it was what was written. And now that he's the one going to write it himself, I don't really know where these threats are coming from. Even if Tinubu, he makes 20 vice presidents who are Muslims, you think that will change what those Northerners who are intent on their own personal controlling power will do? No. So don't be giving us a man who's already planning to travel to Norway. You see, he has already bought ticket, but he's here telling you, threatening you, and if you do, I will go to Norway. He has already bought ticket going to Norway. So why are you mentioning him again? And that's all part of the mind games that these people play with us. Okay? The Fulani are not the North. Yeah. They are just an ethnic group, mostly Sunni Muslims. They're not. Who is the biggest ethnicity in the North? The Hausa. After that, the TV. And you have people, you have the Jokonsu, you have Kanuri. So the Fulani are not the largest. Because of the way the British designed Nigeria to fail, that's why we're having this conversation. And don't forget that. On a program I said yesterday, that the problem was created by the British who designed Nigeria to fail, because when they won the mandate in Berlin to come to Nigeria and organize colonial administration, they employed the Fulani to help them supervise over the Hausa in what we refer to in history as indirect rule. But when they finally left, calling it end of colonial rule, it was only the South that was free. The Hausa, Bokwe states were still being colonized till this day by the Fulani. And that's what the Fulani used to undermine the North, undermine the country. And that's why we are in this current quagmire that we are discussing about every day. So the North is a geographical area with diverse heterogeneous populations, a lot of people. So don't just call one group and say they're the North. They're not the North. The North is large, diverse. You need to understand it. All sorts of people, enemies. You have it, the Maguzawa. You have Christians, places like Benue, Plateau, Taraba, Southern Kaduna, massive Christian populations up to going or as much as 90%, 98%, like in Benue State. So it's not that. So let one group, a pressure group, not speak, and you tell us it is not. What can that be? So let's leave this alone and think about the country in proper sense. Yeah.
All right, so hello, good evening, and welcome. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, hello, good evening.
Yes, you're welcome. Miss Marvelous. Marvelous, you're welcome. Go ahead, please.
How long does it take to sound confident and clear when you speak?
All it takes is 28 days to become a
Good evening, Dr. Kash here. I just have some few questions. The first question is, which I want to put across is, does Nigeria have a body that regulates how much, like, have a body that regulates the amount of money the president, the Senate, the House of Representatives receive that regulates it? Do Nigeria have that body that like do the body as well?
Wait, that is, you get the body way, whether Nigeria get body where they regulate the amount where the presidency, the executive, and legislative supposed to spend.
Yes, yeah, supposed to be, or where they receive as salary.
Well, make a leg of a catch answer you. Okay. Okay. What's your second question? What's your second question?
So the second question I get, the face of this photo, maybe like authoritarian, because I see that stuff like more like a dictator, like they try to control people's life. Because for me, I see this thing yes, that private business it is. Private business, now your choice. Anytime you like, you go open your shop. The day you won't feel like you stay in your house. So if these people are not government workers, they don't work under him. I want you to understand me now. So can these people not take it to court? Can they not take it to court and charge him for this or something like that? Can they not sue him for it?
All right, thank you. Is that all?
Yeah, that's the second question. Then the third one again. So how can we enlighten Nigerians for them to wake up regarding this Turkish thing? Because for me, what I'm seeing now, America is already in, like Dr. said, America is already in Nigeria. The Israelis are already in Nigeria. So this guy is not going again now to go bring the Turkish in inside Nigeria. Like I said, are this still now the direction that is not going towards the war or something now?
Right. Thank you.
Let's say you have 3 hours now, like coming to play inside Nigeria. Because for me, because I'm looking at that, I'm not using that word. I don't believe we have leaders. We have experts, or people that can stand. People that can stand to help us, that can lead Nigerians in the right direction. So because sorry, boss, because the fourth one, the tax into this tax law, the tax law or whatever. I asked the other day, is this offense? It's not impeachable offense.
All right, thank you. You don't do that. Make you not too much question. Make Kofi answer and finish them.
Okay,
thank you. So Dr. Katch, would you quickly just run through his questions, the different questions he's asked so far. Dr. Katch, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. Did you get his questions?
What's your question?
Okay, one, he did ask, before I forget now, he did ask about Soludo that can't the traders sue him to court because shouldn't they have the right to do what they want to do with themselves? He did also ask about Turkey, US, and Israel coming to play in Nigeria. Not be war, we won't happen for Nigeria. They won't use us to test ground for war. And he did ask about the tax reform, that the fact that there's been alterations in the gazetted tax laws, is it not an impeachable offense? And why are Nigerians not acting? I think that was the last one. I think I missed that outside. If you're there, please kindly do me a message. Let me be sure I get that right. So go ahead, sir. Before you're done responding to this, I'm sure he'll get back.
One, the tax issue, you can call it what you want, but then we don't know yet what it is. The president could claim that it's an error by the government printer's office. They can claim anything. They can say, look, they signed it, but it's a mistake in the printing office. And that's exactly what I've been hearing. When I discuss the serious sector, I say, look, what if it's a mistake? I just ignore.
But not that kind of mistake that would involve paragraphs.
Listen.
So wait, what's the catch? That's what most people ask when they hear about SMUD's brand new.
That's exactly the reasons why, even if it was a devil's job, who came there, some devil, and did that, the government can claim that it was done on purpose just to set it in bad light. The important thing is we have raised our voices, and it has now been stopped, and they're going to do the right thing. That's how it is.
But they started implementation already.
It's not been implemented.
Oh,
no, it's not.
From this salary, the payee tax has already been effected. The tax law on the payee has already been effected from the salaries of civil servants.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. What I know is that the president says that the thing should be stepped down until the corrections are dotted. The issues about payee is a different issue. They could do that by simple proclamation. But let us see the tax law, okay? And then see what is not embedded. Because don't forget, when crisis will arise, you will need to go take that literature and then read through it in order to deal with that crisis whenever disagreements come from such crisis. So for me, I would just tell Nigerians that don't mind the politicians. You can see Soludo behaving like, what do you call it now? Like an emperor. Of course, that's Africa for you. Elected people behaving like they are autocratic emperors. What can you say? But of course, he will learn on the job. And that's what I believe.
So he also did ask a question if there's an umpire that handles, that regulates the amount of money the executive and legislature should spend, and also that regulates their salaries.
Yes.
Okay. And then why
on
do
that issue,
we have them spending
on
money?
that issue, don't forget,
Hmm.
the legislature, there is actually a commission that
The Revenue Mobilization
does
Commission.
superintend and does exactly. But of course, you know what legislators are. When something doesn't exist and they want it to come into being, they will legislate it. And when they legislate it and it is printed as it is being done, it will be.
Okay. Another network marathon. Sincere apologies. So let me just bring it to you, Dema, whilst we wait for Dr. Catcher's network to get back to you, Dema. Good evening and welcome. No thanks. Network issue today. It's so sad. Well, this is what we enjoy in Nigeria, abundance of network. 5G. Today I saw in the news that they said that nobody really use 5G phone or 5G gadget till they get 5G network for Nigeria. I couldn't doubt it because I know I'm a testament to that, to the fact that that's nearly impossible in Nigeria. Welcome to Dema. Good evening and welcome.
Good evening. Good evening. Nigeria is backwards. Now people say they use the 3G for Nigeria. You can't use it here; it doesn't work. So we have a very long way to go. But
you know the 5G was the problem for us because we hear say the spiritual power has been there for 5Gs before. You don't know 5G when I be team ring and a spiritual power. You don't know 5G. You're not involved. You're not aware.
Leave Nigeria matter. You know we're not serious because the whole world don't advance past us. What do you want to ask? Doctor, let me greet him first. Dr. Kat, greetings and precious greetings too, and viewers. Question when I want to ask now, while we're busy, focused on insurrection, banditry, terrorism, kidnapping, and Trump or no Trump, the political class is gradually consolidating their power and their stranglehold on the politics of this nation. And we don't know. If you look now,
we don't know. When did they bring their sons now the contest election? They didn't win.
That's what I'm trying to say. If you look at the build-up, Obasanjo's daughter Yabo has now gone to is going to APC. Atiku's son is APC. El-Rufai's son is APC.
All right, look, I don't know who needs to hear this, but my man just tried that new 100 milligram generic Viagra for.
I know about Atiku's son.
His son is probably going to APC, because he's no longer in PDP. Umahi's son is joining. Oji Carlos' son, daughter is an ambassador. Ibori's daughter is there. Tinubu's son is angling to join the fray. Okowa's daughter is there. Uduaga's daughter is there. And we're all sitting and looking.
David Mark's daughter, you missed that.
Fine. There's a long list. And we're just pretending and thinking, we're just there thinking that these people, there's a fight, though. We have to fight. This thing is not only a fight. Now I'm going to chase this people out.
I'm telling you, I don't they talk.
We're just looking at the INEC, INEC, you do this one.
I don't they talk as it's not fight, war, 2027. Otherwise, these people.
Yeah, so I hope he's hearing me. Wike has, they're positioning themselves in the judiciary and so on and so forth, so that anywhere you go, So for me, I think, this fight would really have to tear down this system.
I'm telling
because otherwise, people are not going to give up. You had somebody saying that he has made all the money in this world, that they ask me for anything. I'm dangerous now. The serving minister. And nobody has challenged him.
He said that he's dangerous now. That he has 10 times more capacity than he had when he was governor.
Professor, by experience. So you are supposed to be interrogating and saying, let us look at this, our Lagos Calabar coastal highway, and look at the contract and see whether or not there, or whether or not the Badagry Sokoto this thing. Because if a man stands who's not doing any job and is telling you that he has this kind of monumental amount of money, EFCC is supposed to be going after him. And yet everybody just thinks in a child's play.
Dr. Kash, while you were waiting, why don't you raise the conversation? I don't know if you've noticed too that our politicians don't gradually bring in their children to take over. I showed you the video when you talked just now. There was a reason I showed that video. Because right now, Omoye's son bought an APC chairmanship form for 30 million naira and he won the primaries. Now I'm the person who will the primaries this thing now for APC, for chairman. So he's definitely going to be the next local government chairman for House and his local government. And Wike's son is going for House of Rep. He's 24 years of 25 years son. He's going for House of Rep. We've had so many of them now bringing their children. We have the daughter already there, my son already there, and all that. So should Nigerians be worried, or what should Nigerians do? Because it's not like their father served us right. So these children are coming to continue from where their father stopped. So are we just going to continue with this again? Our own children now will continue from where we start from to begin battle their children. Is that what it's going to be like? That's the question Tiwa Danjuma asked. I don't know if you can hear me, sir. This network. It's freezing. It's freezing. Tiwa Danjuma, you may need to hear me. His network is better.
Yeah, so while we're waiting for him, the other issue that I want to put on you see, is the Wike issue, which is another cancer that if it's not properly dealt with, is going to.
I can't take that from you.
No, I'm saying the truth because the man is desperate. He's now in a situation where Yoruba will say, "If I don't have it, go back from everybody. Let it spoil for everybody, just like he did in PDP." That's the character of the man. I'm sorry, but that's the kind of person your uncle is. If I can't get it, let everybody lose. Look at what is happening in where is the minister? Federal Capital Territory. unpaid salaries for 5 months. Even the 7,000 minimum wage that is supposed to pay is not paying it. They have not implemented it.
Is the wage allowance is making?
Yes, they have not. 3 years unemployment. 3 years he hasn't paid. He has pension unpaid. 3 years.
And salary arrears. That is a
salary arrears. Overhead costs to the departments. He hasn't been like hospital and so on. You go there, you don't see anything. No hospital. Workers are intimidated if you talk. They're ready to send you to court. And so on and so forth. And yet they're selling land and all the atrocities where they commit, giving out land, demolishing people's property. So that's a cancer. And the man who put him there, who's supposed to say, listen, enough of this nonsense that you're doing, apart from the one that you're doing in Rivers. Enough of this nonsense. Now you either face your work or you go. And he's not saying anything to you. He's not even there in action. He's missing in action. Because this man, what would you see? If you look at the way he was working in Turkey, you see how Erdogan, the whole. It was the moment where Erdogan don't leave him. Now we see the Dobale when he do.
When you talk like this now, Madam Abigail Dabiri talked something today. Now she talks in no media for Turkey even cover the event at all. Only we Nigerians now like to cover this kind of thing.
No lie, it's all over the world.
That's unfortunately, different media outlets cover and plenty media outlets.
Everywhere. All this one where they say, this person fall, Biden fall, this people fall, no lie. This time for they fall, they stand up. This time for you just
stand up, carry on, continue work.
You will see that even before this.
Something like this they talk about.
Yes. See waka, kuruke waka. See amazima the whole now. See. The whole president, my own president, now they do like this.
Can you please just hear me out? No, all work management platforms are the same. They take forever to learn, and in the end,
my own president. Now they go do this kind of thing too. And
right,
you okay, and you will see if you watch very carefully. If like say something don't happen. When the man take the whole land, like maybe something before this video, this is something where they did somewhere. Like say something don't happen. That's why the man they the whole land, come about, look at the whole land, make it, go on motor. The time when you just leave the motor now, you see what will happen. Because usually in meetings like this, you go see somebody they close to Baba, go they whisper to them what you go talk, particularly when they go teleprompter, or go the whole land so that maybe in ADC or something, so that not be talk is not the place to go and double now. That's not the place to do that. You can do that stylish for Nigeria, but for another man country, that's the way you do. You get a CP. Baba don't tire.
All right. So, Dr. Katz, he asked a few questions. One, the one we talked about the politicians incorporating their children into the system. And secondly, he called somebody cancer. He said there's a cancer that needs to be handled in Nigeria. He said Wike is the cancer. I don't know who Wike is and why he had to say that is the cancer. Then what he sees as public international embarrassment of Nigeria in Turkey.
I think what he's trying to tell you is that Wike is a metaphor for how bad the politics has become.
You can see this one come back past cancer now.
Well, it's a metaphor for how bad it has become. And but you also need to blame us, the society. Why did we keep quiet for the things to get this bad? You also need to look at society itself. We were at some point enablers of how this thing has become.
Oh, this network again.
Society gets the kind of politicians. It is still Nigerians that take money and then work to bring this kind of people to power. So let's just say politically we are at a low because this is the point where we threw caution to the wind and just accepted anything. It has caught up with us. That's all I have to say.
Dr. Katz, another question, because sometimes we trivialize issues that are very, very serious. Is it right? How did you look at a statement credited to one of the president's spokesperson? We say, for that VIP carpet that you usually sweep and make sure everything, there's no obstruction, nothing that we can see. Somebody is saying that they put one metal or something there, so now make the president stumble. How do you react to that? Does it make sense?
Okay, that is the quality of people the president hired. So when you see them spin what they spin, it is the quality of the persons. And how will I react? It is what Nigeria has become. That's what you even hearing him talk like that is better than the ones that used to ask us, why did you go to the farm? Who gave you permission to go to the farm? Who said they can go to the farm? Giving us reasons that why did farmers go to farm? So if they are killed by Fulani militias and that they shouldn't have gone to farm at the time when they went to the farm. So we get all this kind of people who come to TV and say, look, if you want your life, consider your land. This is what's said by a presidential spokesperson, that if you want your life, consider the land for the sake of keeping your life. This is how low this country has come. And even have those who go up, stoking up bigotry and ethnic hate. Telling people, no, we can't allow you come to this Lagos and vote the way you want to. If you're not going to vote for us, don't come out to vote. We can't guarantee your safety. Such presidential spokespeople are available. So what I'm trying to tell you is these things are manifestations of how low we have come as a society. What they say on the streets of Nigeria, you don't see and finish. There's nothing left to say. we can now make informed judgments about the Nigerian experiment towards country.
What does it take to be a Shen Yun dancer? It takes a mind.
We now know it has failed. But then it was failed because it was designed to fail. Okay, it was designed to fail. So what do we now do? We should be discussing about the next chapter, not overflogging a dead horse. We should be discussing the next chapter because that's where we are. You've seen Fulani leaders come together and say, no, we're not going to accept the breakup. That's where we are. That's where, whether you like it or not, that is the most serious conversation today across Nigeria. Some who are getting to it late, people across me every morning, afternoon, they say, what do I feel? I say, don't worry. You listen to it. You like what you hear. Organize yourself. Work at it. It is getting there. And people are organizing. And what I tell them is go talk to yourselves, organize. We have reached the end of experimentation about becoming Nigerian. So if it didn't work, there's nothing wrong with us going our separate ways. Our properties everywhere would be like a property of Nigerian in Ghana or Benin Republic. We will all still belong to ECOWAS. We will all still belong to the African Union. So for me, life goes on no matter what it comes to. I am just reviewing how we've been and thinking about how we're going to go forward from here.
Doctor, I know that you are a diehard optimist when it comes to Nigeria, its survival.
Exactly. I am.
Now, when you get to the point where you are saying it's almost over, that means we really have a problem that is probably reversible. Do you think that there is a way to fix this mess? Do you think that there's still time for northern leaders, particularly the Fulanis, to come together to say, listen, this cannot go on again. We have to stop this mess. Do you think that there is a chance that we get to that point?
No,
because it appears that's the only thing that can maybe assuage those people who are angling and say, it's enough to your tent, O Israel.
I don't know. I am not in the mind of Fulani leaders. But I know most people seek Nigeria on their own terms. The Fulani seek Nigeria, as they say, to continue where the British stopped. And that's where Nigerians don't want. And because we've seen Muslims don't accept equality. They've never done. And that's where I think we're going to have these issues. If a man who has never accepted equality with other human beings is confronted with the choice, he will probably say, no, I can't be equal to you. No matter what they say, we can't be equal. And so when they insist that they will never accept equality with other human beings, which is fundamentally the Fulani problem in Nigeria, they don't want to accept equality with us indigenous people. And that's why we have these issues. They seek Nigeria as a vassal state where they own, and that state they own, we must succumb to what they say. So if we refuse, you're not asking me, do I think? No, I don't think. If a man tries to kill you and somehow the bullet misses your neck, the right thing.
That point was the answer to your question. Dr. Kachi, I don't know if you can hear me. I think the answer to your question is just in that point he was about to make.
Yeah, but he has made it clear, we can understand. So it's up to Nigerians, because the storms are gathering. And I think that is going to rain very soon. Yeah. It's going to rain very soon, and it's going to be terrible. And on that note, I greet you. Dr. Kai, thank you, and good night.
Thank you so much, Stewart and Jim. I appreciate you big time. It's always a pleasure to have you join us and have you share your insights with us. I appreciate you. Thank you. All right, let's see. Dr. Kai, can you hear us? The network disappeared again. I don't know what to do today. I don't know what to do.
The network. So you were saying the network is better today. It is better today compared to the past. It's good.
Okay, so you were making an analogy about a bullet, somebody trying to shoot you and it escapes your neck, and then what you should do next. We didn't hear that.
If a man tries to shoot you, to kill you, and
on August 22nd, I told viewers that the road to artificial general intelligence was already bringing massive changes to society and disrupt.
The bullet misses your neck. The right thing for you to do is to bail away from where that person is. Exactly. He intends to kill you. Because next time, you may not be lucky to miss the bullet. That's what I think. That's where I think we are right now in Nigeria.
So that means it may not be redeemable anymore if we continue.
Yeah, because you're dealing with people who historically never accept equality with other human beings. If they don't accept equality and have never done it, how are you going to live together with such people? How would you live together? That's just a question.
Well, how is it that anybody how is it that the president of the country is oblivious of this? How is it possible? And if he is, how come he's still perhaps acting to us like he doesn't know what's going on? Because the body language that say everything normal, they see all these things they happen. So it can't be like some of these things when they talk in the news.
No, because he has a different course of action. We are thinking about judging his actions and using our judgment of his actions to think whether we can base on his continued being to be president. He doesn't care. He just knows you can seize it by force. Exactly. And we can make the noise we want. He just keeps doing what he wants. That's what I say. So now he's just playing us the balancing game. Okay, you're complaining. The Americans, Israelis came for Christians. Okay, what do you want? Muslims. Go to Turkey. Turkey are helping us. Turkey is supplying us weapons for the jihad. Go to Turkey. Listen to what Turkey has to say. Okay, okay. I'll go to Turkey if that will make you feel comfortable. And that's what he has done. So for me, Tinubu just plays politics. He doesn't govern.
At all.
He doesn't govern.
I mean, so he's just playing politics without really governing Nigeria.
Exactly.
And he's very good at politics. No wahala. Good evening and welcome. Good evening, Davos.
Thank you. That's precious.
Yes, you're welcome. Go ahead. Very
I
quickly.
will not say much, but you have wonderful guests in your online.
Thank you.
Dr. Baji, who's the one I've always admired, and Tio and Juma, very good analyst as well.
Thank you.
Doing a good job. Quick one. I don't know, Auntie Precious, have you ever taken your phone to Google the newspaper statement of 1960? They call it, just Google, take your phone and Google. Anybody? The 1960 statement accredited to Sardauna of Sokoto, that's the premier. The statement made on the 2nd October 1960.
Wait a minute, statement. No, tell us. You did it already. Don't go Google when you did it.
Let me quickly express it. It says, anybody that can Google, it says, Nigeria, the estate of our great-grandfather Usman Danfodio. We shall, I'm just quoting it from my head, but I think someone who Google it will read it very well. It says, we shall make sure the minorities, which is the middle belt, we will make them as a willing tool. Then use the South as a conquered territory. Use the South as a conquered territory. Because the vision of Usman Danfodio was to conquer Nigeria from Sokoto and conquer the whole country down to the South. So if you see the security challenges we have today, it started all the way from Sokoto. Now it has entered Maiduguri and then entered the middle belt. As I said last time I was contributing, it is now in Enugu, even Owo.
Is it Ahmad Bello's statement by October 12 you're talking about?
Yes.
Yeah, 1960. I can see it.
Okay, so let me read it out to you now. Calm down. They say the nation called Nigeria should be an estate of our grandfather, Uthman Danfodio. We must ruthlessly prevent a change of power. We must use the minorities in the north as willing tools and south as conquered territories and never allow their future.
Wow.
Sir Ahmad Bello, October 12, 1960. Now we tell you talk.
So, if you remember, before Buhari became president, what was the slogan of his campaign? Change. See, Fulani are very intelligent people. And then, they use the middle belt people as willing to, when they were fighting the Biafran war. Mainly, the Fulani never took part in the war. They not defeat you. They will beat you.
The Sultanas know all of.
Oh, so they not fight. They just can. How is that?
No.
So wait, what's the catch?
Sultanas
That's what most people ask when they hear about
Smud's
Smud's brand new home battery incentive.
Because getting paid.
And on a middle belt, fight people.
Exactly. They were not in the field.
If you observe, now the Hausa are creating more better. That's why there's no more protest in the north again. Let me even tell you something. You know me, I told you, I followed Jaruma Hausa. The vision of Kwankwaso was that if he become vice president, if he become vice president of any of the Christian, he will make sure that they eliminate that person and then create a war. And you remember, Jacob God is the longest serving president in the history of Nigeria, if you remember, because of the Biafra war. He served for 99 years. So the vision, their plan is that even if it is now as we are, they don't want to accept anything. Even if they want to accept, even like a Peter Obi is coming, they must, if you see Obasanjo, they are even using him. That's why even the Hausa people, yes, even it's something they are even saying now that they want to boycott the next election, the 2027 election.
Yeah, they are saying you don't remove our Motica. Lie. Because
so now there's even an orchestrated plan now to go.
So calm down first. You're saying that the Hausas in the north are saying that they want to boycott the 2027 election.
They boycott the 2027 election because they realize that Fulani always, you see, like someone like the governor of Kaduna, he came as a Hausa man. They normally used to use them and disguise. Now when they enter, they will now bring out their real color. And the Hausa believe that insecurity cannot end until pure Hausa people begin to ascend the throne. It was even it's not even in our media now. The king of Kaskina traveled all the way to United Nations, UNESCO, and said that they should change the history of the Hausa people. But he's a Fulani now, but he's now claiming that he's a Hausa man. In fact, when Lugard left, up to today, if you realize that even in Benin, they are returning their artifacts. I don't know if you remember. In Benin, their culture, even Benin and other places, they are returning their artifacts. But have you ever asked yourself why the London museum have refused to return Hausa own? Because they are rewriting history right now as I speak. The history of the Middle Belt, they are rewriting it. The history of the Hausa, they want to rewrite it. There are so many extortion. So we always say democracy is a game of number. I was so impressed with late Pa Adebanjo of best memory, and then Edwin Clark. You see, those tandem, that group, those powerful people, when they were together, they were bringing the people. In fact, the Fulani were children. They were afraid. You see, immediately those people die as that synergy is no more there. Dele Farotimi has been there too. He's also a member of the group. But we need elders. But even right now, the elders are because do you know that those time there when Edwin Clark was there speaking on behalf, there was that synergy between the Middle Belt and also the Hausa too were also trying to join. But even up to now, Hausa has not been allowed to join. They don't have like Igbo have representatives and Igbo. We in the Middle Belt like Amipiroma, we have Epeku, we have Usadron, we have all our traditionalities. Up to now, the only major ethnic group that have not been allowed to form the association is the Hausa people. And if you remember when election time comes 2027, Tinubu now, if you
So who is stopping the Hausa people from forming their own association?
Anybody that wants the Ahmad to kill them, people have said it to you. I'm not supposed to mention this on your show now, but it's true. Anybody that is having a future, even in military, Hausa are not in the military, Hausa are not in the immigration. Any sensitive position, Jesus, name it, Hausa are not there. Even if you are there, they will rather marry a Fulani woman for you. So your secret is with the Fulani people and your life, because he's the one who's cooking your food. Did you hear when this Aisha Buhari mentioned something that when in that new book that they said when they wanted to separate out Buhari, they now say that she will like me positive. Nigeria, I just pray that the Hausa people now, even the issue of division, the Hausa people want to join. If you remember, there was a collaboration between the Middle Belt and the Hassas. That was why Usman Dafodi was stopped. That was how he was killed. In many ways, many people, the two people are the one who actually kill him. But you see, we are now bearing the brunt. It is not easy. Our people are dying every day. But me, I'm just happy because this democracy. What I just want is that.
Why did Amazon send me $20,000? Because I use Amazon AI. I'm going to show you a way to attend.
All voices that will be calling on your show, please bring people that will be talking more about electoral reform. We must stand and fight this thing. Any INEC chairman that will one day come out and announce, even if it is 3 a.m., let people be willing to come out and protest. Why will Senegal have good election? Those are the things I want even our mainstream media to be talking about. Why will Ghana, do you know that when there's election in Ghana, they don't used to lock down places? Market open. I don't know, me, I've never traveled out of Nigeria, but I read that people who knows more, anti-pressure, you are a journalist, help us interrogate this. Why is it that whenever there's election in Ghana, Senegal, in like Ghana particularly, they don't even used to shut down places, they don't used to restrict movement. People go and vote, and even before the electoral empire will announce, just like the way we used to see in CNN, the numbers are trickling. Everybody has his own number. Why is it that we cannot put on CNN, on Channels TV, Arise, and all this our mainstream media? Then we'll be seeing the numbers are trickling in. Then you who is voting, you'll be seeing it. And then nobody should be treated like Igbo style, who are majority in Lagos. And in Kano, in some like all other places, they can also elect their own people.
All right. Thank you, Davos. Thank you, Davos. You've made a great point. Thank you. Thank you so much, Davos. I appreciate you. Dr. Kach, would you like to react on the things he said? Honestly, that statement by Ahmadu Bello is very scary. Honestly. And you see, the thing is that why I think the one was for South? Why are Southern?
I have to vent a little bit. This statement is pissing me off. I'm reading it. I'm like, how is it possible that these old politicians? Welcome, coach. I see you. Welcome, Temilade. Long time. Welcome, sis. How is it that the people in Nigeria back then, they saw this statement? Nobody made anything out of it. Let me read it again for you people. Hell, Osalo boy. You don't tell when we did trouble. Oh. We just they wake up. You don't tell when we enter this problem. Abemona help me double tap. If you never like, abeg me thumbs up the video. Na beg I dey beg. Not be me cause the problem for Nigeria. Abemona help me like, thumbs up, please. This is a statement by Sir Ahmadu Bello, October 12, 1960. The new nation called Nigeria should be an estate of our grandfather, Uthman Dan Fodio. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Hey! We must ruthlessly prevent a change of power. We must use the minorities in the north as willing tools and south as conquered territories and never allow their future. And una one way we remain for the same country with these people. And you people want us to remain. You people are still talking. Omoye, calm down.
South like the majority of the media. So why the Southern media only once in a while remember things like this and use them as headlines and talk about them?
Well, the South were.
Did he get any response? That's when he even made these statements. When
he made these statements,
yes, sir,
was in the 60s.
Yes, in 1960.
Most people didn't take him seriously. It was only after he died, and then Nigerians started seeing a lot of the Fulani machinations, and then they started going back to say, oh, these are the things this man said.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it.
You see how focused these people are?
And now we're beginning to understand it. To ruthlessly prevent
chop with pot
the Southerners from having access to power. That's what they implemented through the coups. So the cascade of coups was what they used in writing all the decrees, impose the decrees, got people to agree to say, okay, for sake of peace, let's cook. And once you get in there, the numbers arranged in the decrees becomes a binding number, and suddenly they have a majority. That's what happened.
So is it also true what he said that not that Hausas are not allowed to form their own union?
Yes, because fear is. If you ask me, I will. Well, it is fear. When the Hausas try to do anything, they will be reminded that they are Muslims. That are they not happy being in the same union with other Muslims? And intimidations will be used in the mosques because once the news is hard, since all of you play in the same mosque, that's where you'll be stopped. Mala Audio, what did we hear? Memunji, where can I meeting there? So we need that you're holding meeting for what? To break our rank, to do this, to start inciting issues. What is it you want? Such pressures keep them down. Secondly, the Fulani also use violence against the Hausas. You can see it in the ethnic cleansings. The Hausas are the only Muslims who are killed because the Fulani think the Hausas are disposable. And that's what they're doing. So, but then, as they rightly say, the Hausas were dealt a bad hand by the British. And at independence, they were not given independence. The Fulanis were allowed to continue to colonize them. Another story is, it is the man who makes a case for freedom that is giving freedom. So when you keep quiet, you don't want freedom, you don't fight for freedom, nobody gives you freedom. And that's what you're saying.
So you think the Hausas have been quiet about their freedom? They've not been
Yes, the Hausas have been very quiet about their freedom. They have not fought for freedom when the Sultanate fought for freedom. Exactly. That's why they were left behind.
What implications would this have in 2027 election? Would it even matter anyway? Do you think
it doesn't matter? Because if the elections are still rigged, results are written, what are you going to do?
Exactly.
Nigeria will get well, but not just immediately. It will take time. Now we've started the efforts. Where are the other people? Some ran away as a way to stay out of the nonsense, but we're here fighting it. You know, you don't change society by just rhetorics. You do it through actions. But I can tell you something. I'm an optimist, and I know well things will change. But I don't know if that change will come in the same old Nigeria that has failed as a state. It may come when we go our separate paths, because I think that's what we're going to.
I think that's what needs to happen.
The Muslims do not want to play equality.
This kind of
statement. That's what I think.
Can you imagine generations that are quiet?
Okay, so for those who don't hear the statements where they say they credited to Ahmadu Bello, make I read them again, that he did say this statement was made in October 12, 1960. The new, quoting him, paraphrased, quoting him, the new nation called...
The new nation.
Yes, called Nigeria.
Shall be an estate.
Should be an estate of our grandfather,
exactly.
Othman Dan Fodio. We must, emphasis on must, we must, and put ruthlessly, we must ruthlessly prevent a change of power. We must use the minorities in the north. No, I thought you said that the Fulani is a minority. How come they're not calling others minorities, sir?
Well, they now think themselves a majority because they have power. And what do you expect?
Okay.
And what if he was just talking in a... That's the same thing they pretend now. They tell you that they're not. They are the not.
Yes, I mean, you hear statements about the not like everyone is the same, like it's the same thing. So he further says that we must use the minorities in the north as willing tools. So those people make themselves available as willing tools, and south as conquered territories. And never.
Which is what you see them trying to do with the jihad.
Yeah.
You see, that's exactly what you see them trying to implement and enforce.
So it is a must that south must be conquered. That's the plan.
Well, can't you see it now? They divide us, in sides amongst the zone. Why they should fight the Igbo, take their abandoned property, go to the Yoruba and tell them to do voter suppression against the Igbo, even lock Igbo properties down.
And they are actively doing it
among such persons.
How long does it take to sound confident and clear when you speak?
Now,
All it takes is 28 days to become a master of communication.
Of the South. If they are purpose to fight themselves, it's not going to work. It's not going to work.
This is scary. Let me have your passing shot, sir. I'm terrified to hear this. It's
no
crazy. It's crazy. Let me take your passing shots. Are there things you want to say?
The country will get good. As I said, that good could come in the form of a former peaceful partition, which is what the United States and Israel are actually listening to Nigerians who are speaking to them internationally. Well, as I said, if the Muslims will double down and say no, they don't want to share the country with the rest of us, I don't see anything wrong in people peacefully going their different ways.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Kachi. I appreciate you big time for being here and for all.
Let us rest on that for a moment. Make I share my link. So what I will do, I will create the StreamYard, forward that to you. I will forward that to you, Make and Latu. Mona now go let me share them. So I think maybe the fact that I'm not, people keep having connection problem. Maybe it's because I'm sharing it. I don't know. So I want to try that and see what happens. come oh, this election as they come close. Nobody let me go they talk this. Mona come oh, Mona come create schedule. Everybody need to be involved. Weleke. Hey, 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 hey. Now this one now people from 1960 sit down on top. Do you know words are powerful? Words are powerful. Waiting that man talk now, you are seeing the impact in the country. It has been happening for a long time, just by word of mouth. Hey! Omo. Wow. I'm blown away. I am blown away. He. Hey. He will you. Ha. When I no vessel, I want to create StreamYard quickly so that I can take enough people that want to come in and talk. He? In the meantime, make I share some kind videos for now with you now. Actually. Okay. Mike, I don't share with you my StreamYard. Make I share with Natu. Now go help me put them for inside. More let me share for. Wazobia, good night. Oh, I've shared my link. Oh, Natu. I've shared my link. The idiotic minority elites are actually doing the big. I'm telling you, they are even becoming Muslim. You see what the candidate for your state the gubernatorial candidate that's coming out. The man say he go make Sharia for your state. My heart they do gbim. As on my heart they do gbim when I they shout. Now so my heart do gbim when I hear that one. I say where my Oyo people at? Where are my Oyo people? What is going on? Hey, Osalo boy. Natu, welcome. Oh. Can you hear me? Body deal. How now? How are our family? That's wonderful. I'm glad, though. Thank God. At least you go take that. Wow.
That's why the Fulani man will never tell you that he's a Hausa. If you ask him, he will not even tell you he's a Muslim. He tell you that he's Fulani. Do you understand?
Right.
So the Hausa people, in the bidding to belong and see themselves as the same as Fulani, they call themselves Hausa Fulani.
Wow.
This is where the thing is coming from.
Yeah.
And then when they started intermarrying each other, they could not separate themselves from, oh, I'm Hausa because my dad is Hausa, but my mom is Fulani. They say we are Hausa Fulani. But Fulani Gongon, they don't see themselves as the same. So when all these issues started, and they are going for jihad and whatever because they're under the umbrella of Islam and they're under or the impression of jihad. They'll do all the Allahu Akbar chanting. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So for somebody in the south, can you hear me, Omoye? For somebody in the south, somebody in the west.
Clearly, I had to mute so that I know go the echo back.
For somebody in the south and somebody in the west, if they hear Allahu Akbar, it's just somebody from the north. They don't know the difference between Hausa, they don't know the difference between Fulani. They just believe all of you are northerners. Do you understand?
Right.
So what the Hausas were supposed to do at that time, when all these things were brewing, is to say, we are not in support of this. These people do not represent our values. You know how when you go and mess up in America, they fire you from work.
Yes.
And so if it goes viral, your job will say, Omoye does not represent our value, we have to let her go.
Yeah.
So the Hausa people did not say, these people that are coming and are buying people do not represent our values as Muslims or do not represent our values as Hausa people. They kept quiet. So now they have created the impression in the southeast and everywhere that all these people are doing these things. The Hausa people under the canopy. So Fulani is Hausa, everybody that's doing is Hausa. So now that the Fulani start realizing that some of the Hausas are coming under the canopy of Hausa Fulani or claiming that they are Fulani to get themselves in the system, and then later, like this man that was contributing was saying, and then they'll later go back and go and say, oh, I'm Hausa. So they are taking slots of the Fulani.
Yeah.
The Fulani started paying them. That's why you start saying hearing them saying that, oh, it's not only Christians that they are paying, they're also paying the Hausas, they're also paying the Muslims. They're not paying the Muslims, they're paying the Hausas.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Because the house, yes. So now, because they are doing that, the Hausas cannot go now and go and say they do not belong to us. So let me give you an analogy. You see, if you have children, they come and say, if your neighbor is saying, Omoye, you're picking, God for beach. But let's just say they keep saying, will they see your picking for our house? Will they see your picking for our house? Will they see your picking for our house? You also, God forbid, no my picking, no my picking no they steal, my picking no they steal. If they see your picking with stuff, they see my picking no they steal. Then one day, one gold where you don't buy like 30 years ago, we don't appreciate in value like 20,000 times in value. Your picking carry and go say, Omoye, you know fish out. You know if you shout, you know if you call anybody, they go just see you design like a menu, like deaf and dumb. You go they turn left, turn right. Because the thief where you're picking the thief outside, don't reach house.
I
Now,
bet
not get anybody where you go cry.
I don't get picking where they thief. God forbid. God forbid.
God forbid. God forbid, my sister.
By the cast.
So, but
Thunder and fire. Fire and thunder.
It will not be our portion in Jesus' name. But that's just the analogy. If you are a mother,
whatever, nobody.
If you are a mother, if you are a mother and they keep coming to tell you that your child is doing it, or if they keep saying that we are seeing your son with this girl, you say, they are just friends. They're just friends. The day where the girl get belly, they're just friends. They're just friends. I still get belly. Now you know fish out. You know fish out. You know fish say anything. So that is the predicament that the Hausa people have found themselves. Because when it started brewing, people did not denounce it.
Exactly, they were quiet.
They were quiet. That's why I said they were extremely quiet. Because they saw themselves as brothers with the Fulani. Yes, they saw themselves as brothers with Fulani people. Or the Fulani people started paying them. I said we are not together. That's why you started seeing some small influencers coming online now saying that these are people, these are not our people.
They are disassociating now. I've seen some Hausa videos coming out.
Yeah. Okay, but now just person will get weak low. You get weak low, you they see your hand, they boy. They say make you go grant beans or can we put on top. You say no, you will go pray. Weak low don't chop your hand, reach middle now. You say make they put can for your hand. You don't do weak low before now. You know that weak low, that one they won't give
for weak low now, it go disappear.
It's different. You get peace, you get can, you get beans. I don't say they don't put beans for my sister and it don't go.
I remember that time, week low, when you go catch your hand.
I know.
The first piece.
But they say make you put morning peace on my say, God forbid, it is not hygienic. You can't go week low, don't chop half of your hand. You can't say you want peace put on top. You just hear at the top.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
I don't come with my analogy. They don't break.
Not analogy, na ancient. You are listening to ancient wisdom. You know how they say person reincarnation. Not to reincarnate with all the wisdom of the world.
But I just want to explain that to people in layman's terms so that you understand.
Yeah, of course.
Like this work where they do for my foundation. They say, Madam, there's a lump in your breast. Let's take it out. Like I have one auntie. There's a lump in her breast. She said they should take it out. She said it's surgery. She will not take it out. I don't declare to family members. I tell her, say, they join my faith with her own. But just in case that thing escalates, me nobody call me. Because I won't come out the lump wey go cost me less than 50 to 100,000 to come out. She no agree. Make it no come the reach millions. May anybody come tell me say make I raise millions. You understand what they
Yeah.
And this is what the white man will say: make hay while the sun shines.
Yes.
I will not be able to this one.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the problem with the Hausa plan. That's what I say. That's what the Hausa people. And the Fulani, they are not seeing themselves as one. The Fulani are seeing themselves as superior.
Yes.
And the problem with the Fulani people that the people are not understanding. Fulani people originally are not even Nigerians.
They are not.
If you check it, we gone. But the issue of Fulani people now, like stranger will come your house where you take mistake, carry more, tell and say feel at home.
He can't carry the whole house.
Because they can't say, okay, feel at home, my brother, feel at home. This is the kitchen where we cook. You know, you can boil water outside to bath. But the day we Fulani man come one boil water for outside, no see match it because make a rush put for gas. E-gas for this region where we dey. You understand? Now you say feel at home now. You say no, but this is like my house, it's like my brother. I know talk. You say make I feel at home. Or you can't see and they chop kose with stew. Where tomato expensive like this. You understand what they talk? Or you go meet and they touch your wife's breast because you say feel at home. That's the problem. That's the
Honestly,
problem.
Hausa people carry their pet lion. They carry pet enter house. They don't know say na lion when also become lion.
Exactly. God bless you. For those people they keep snake, they say pet.
Pet.
Is the pet. Is the pet.
Until the snake swallow them or swallow their pikin. Hi!
Now and let me tell you something. My Hausa people are the sweetest.
I know now. I grew up with Hausa people in Ibadan. And we had Hausa neighbors. They're the calmest. When I say hearing all this spike by the time I started, when person don't they, I think this spike thing was there, but we don't really know how bad it was, I call the cities are not the same Hausa people. There's no way.
One of my best friends is really Hausa person.
Calm, very nice, very, they like wahala at all.
I say one of my best friends is still Hausa person. When my mama do birthday, when I know if you go a day here. Now that one go church, go they share food for church. You come out hijab tie for waist. They share food. They tell people I don't give it 2 times. When I marry, now she dey for front of church. And this are in the front of church with in camera. You know if you tell her anything. You don't understand. They are not like feeling they feel like I think when I was getting married, the security man in the church was scared. The number of Hausa people he was seeing. Because they think maybe they won't conduct. They can't say no, half
people are the sweetest. They are very calm. I remember they follow they go Kewu school that time now for Ibadan. All of us they day together. We'll go Kewu today on Friday. When Sunday reach, all the grandmothers will carry us go church. They are different churches. They don't too quiet too. Now they tame this beast too. I'm sorry. They feed the beast until it can't large, can't take over them.
That's right.
Hausa people not they say now most of the Hausas now they be the Amajiris. They're not the great in them. They don't take up all their positions. In fact, they cannot even aspire for any position. Even when they want to university.
That is why the Hausa people are coming in the name of Hausa Fulani. Or some of them are claiming that they are Fulani. When they get the slot, then they now claim back their householdership. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what they are doing. That's what they are doing now. They say big Peking no here. Big Peking punish Peking. You say now you love Peking pass because you go labor room. Now you first go labor room. The day where the Peking turn beat you, you go say I go use my breast swear for this child. Swear for who? First swear for yourself. When you not do what you're supposed to do. Now the thing with that. That's where we are. Yeah.
Look at where we are today now. It's almost
pathetic.
it's massive now. It's massive. The problem don't come big now. Every part of the country they feel am. On top of say every day now they buy people. I never see this kind of thing before. And also people know they build bold talk. All their positions they don't usurp them. They don't take them. University, even local government opportunities when they're available.
Which local government? But now when they talk about state and federal, they hear they do local government. They don't call it local government a long time. When they talk about state and federal now.
Kai. See now when they say make Tinubu use which they call am, make it take Christian VP. Outside people, Fulani people they come out, they say like say must remain, he must keep Shetima.
Yes.
Otherwise they go
yes.
pull out. They go pull out.
Yes. Yes. Yep. And also, Fulani people have this mentality. Say nobody will be above them.
Superiority mentality.
Yeah. And that was why when they gave Wike SCT minister, they almost fight. Then craze. Then creative to see all their malams with the preach that time. They enter streets. They say in the history of FCT, they never give RNA. That's what they call non-Muslim people. They never give RNA FCT minister. They can't give RNA this time. Now, yeah,
that
it was a big
pain
problem.
them true. That thing pain them. Wike come. The thing worry them. Fulani people they did not like it at all. Now so that they draw. I say, hey, na one chance. So I don't know this whole problem. The only solution are divide. I'm telling you, I don't see any other way out of this. This 2027 election.
Maybe South Sudan don't divide. What happen? Sudan and South Sudan divide now.
So Somalia and Somaliland divide.
Everybody they go.
I'm telling you, everybody answer their papa name.
Yeah.
Hopefully, people will not be foolish again and allow them into their communities. That's the only thing.
I was saying something and somebody was laughing the other time. I said the way the Fulani are going, very soon you go start to hear Fulani from Edo. I be Edo Fulani. I be Benue Fulani.
God forbid.
Yes, now. No, you never hear you know they hear they say they be Fulani Ilori. Never hear that one.
I did hear. I did hear.
Because explain to me in layman's terms what part of your religion allows you, or what part of your culture, or what part of your belief allows you to go into a man's town for night, they not do you anything, just burn everything down with the people for inside.
Kai.
Is that not barbaric?
Barbarism, my sister.
Are you human?
You're not human. For you to do that, you're no more human. This is why I said people should stop buying cows. I said it. I said the Southerners, especially those in Lagos, you know how many cows they kill every day in Lagos? Do you know how many?
Yeah.
Let me Google them again.
Yoruba people don't live without meat.
Oh my God. I say if they stop to they buy cow for Lagos today, that business go crumble. They go chop
how can you enter and you're acquiring people, you hear Peking, they cry, you see they cry them. Omoye, one time I was going to Nigeria. I entered plane with one woman who went through Istanbul, and she was going to Nigeria with her son for the first time. And that boy was like 2.5 years old. And you know these children, no small people then be. So anything what you want to do to them, you go to explain to them. Mama just carry Peking enter plane, no explain. So the child was beginning to get tired. He was confined to one place, he can't do anything. When the boy cried too much, I left my seat. I went and picked up the boy. Now, so we started to run inside aeroplane. We go front, go back, come back, go back air hostess for biscuit, collect, go that side, go collect another snack, come back this side. I tell the woman, say, so Jonathan, talk more of you. They cry people, picking they cry, you see they cry them.
You know how many cows? Between 3,000 and 10,000 cows every freaking day. And they slaughter.
Yeah.
Eh? every day.
That's the one way we know be that.
That's the one
we
know.
Way we know be that.
So imagine say people stop to they eat cow meat. Everybody because of this to me, I know they eat meat. Because of I don't even like meat for this side because their meat not the taste the same for my mouth. But even the thought of I know they agree because I'm like this same cow now make that they slaughter people for Nigeria. This same cow. If everybody go just discipline themselves, this is the problem I have with Nigerians. As we talk this matter now, see they hot as everywhere. The plan they have in Nigeria is clear. Everybody can see it. You cannot pretend anymore. You still see GOs, they will not come and sensitize their members. You still see pastors, they will not say it. They are collecting more and more tithes and offerings so that they can run and leave you alone in your suffering.
Let me tell you, there's something that my pastor used to say in our church. He told them, he said, all of people that used to sit down here, if they are doing events in your children's school, you will not go because you are working. You are doing overtime. If they are doing election, you will not contest because you think that nothing is the only place that give you. You have to be on the table to order from the menu.
I'm telling, bam.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Bam.
You have to be on the table to order from the menu.
The table to be.
I've never seen anybody that has gone to a restaurant that is standing by the door. They never give a table, they place order. Not lie. Not lie.
Talk again. You have to be on the table to
order from the menu.
To order from the
you
menu.
have to be on the table. Yeah. Now when you get table, waiter will come say, what can I take? What's your order? What do you want to take? But as long as you're standing by the door, until you get here, there you go there. And there you go there. So people don't get involved. And that's what cheated the house. Like somebody put in the comments, the other people they are very reserved. They are not nomads. That's the Fulani these days.
They are traders. They are merchants. They market. They sell. Yeah.
Yes. And that's why when you go to different villages, you go find one house and get shop. That's who they are. I still remember when we were growing up, one of us woman that was our neighbor. Omoye, now the day that house woman moved out from our area, and they started to thief for our house for us. But we go to church and leave our door open. And nobody can enter our house. Nobody can enter the house. The day where that woman pack come out, the following day and then thief for our house. Yep. We had one neighbor that's a house man too. Like anything they want something, if he travels, he tell us well, you should go to our house because I'm a 2 in 2. They come at Mama MBU. You say go to Mama MBU and collect anything that you want. If I come back, I'll give them. That was how we lived. Is it the same now? Our children will not enjoy what we enjoyed back then. Our children, but because these people have allowed themselves to be brainwashed, they have allowed somebody that didn't go to school to be your master to tell you what to do. You are doing yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir for the person. How can you be somebody that has PhD? Your boss, somebody that has secondary school certificate, will telling you what to do. Go and buy this one, go and do that. You'll be doing because the person is your boss, because you want to please the person, because you want to make the person good books. And even if what the person is doing is not right, you're going to keep doing it because what you want to. You feel like you're. You know you're not. No, you're not. You don't have to. You don't have to. But I'm telling you, this one, they messed up this system. They have everywhere you go, there are people, military, navy,
telling you.
Air Force,
police, the security architecture in Nigeria is all there.
Yes, it's all there. It's all there. It's all there. They say they have Gumi's son in this thing now.
Yes, now he's a military. Yes, he's in the military.
All those first people that they caught from Boko Haram, maybe they put them back in the military. They are the ones that are messing up. They are the ones that are always leaking out information. They are the ones. They're just always
CDS Musa can't do anything. I mean, the man has entered and everybody was like, oh, whoa, he's going to start. I never see anything. No.
They're still, because every time they start doing stuff, they're leaking out information. So once they start leaking out, those people are 2 steps ahead of them. Yes.
Can they, since he's minister, can they clean out the military, the security?
Let me give you just one small analogy for you to understand. Where Nigeria is right now, they say if you want to know the secret of a man, especially in Nigeria or Africa, because the big man, they always use driver. You ask his driver because you're always in the car doing phone calls, talking. As I'm talking to you, the Fulanis are the Nigerian drivers. They have their ears on everything. They have their ears on everything. So even if you are the boss at the back making your secret phone call, before you enter inside plane, that driver where they hear what you don't talk, don't pass information. You don't pass information. Yep, don't pass information.
Because it can't just be like, say, that CDS Musa just did the tie in hand. Enough if you do anything. Because he's minister now. Right? He's minister. President's hand. Now Gumi na be the shadow president. Now waiting Gumi tell her to do, now they do. And somebody go say sabi politics. He not sabi politics, so I'm sorry. The guy is a fraud. Look at the embarrassment in Turkey. You know if you waka straight line, they fall up and down. So the man they turn am. Now the man they physically they turn am. It's a shame. It's such a shame, to be honest with you people. I say, wetin be this? What is this? Wetin be all this? Meanwhile, una hear say bandit abduct Tinubu and Shettima campaign leader for Zamfara. Na hear that one? They don't kidnap Tinubu and Shettima campaign leader. For Zamfara state. So then wetin they call am?
Omoye, who bandit abduct?
Tinubu and Shettima campaign leader for Zamfara state.
They never ever agree up to now. I don't talk and since I say the bandit when they see government officials. They just abduct poor people. They see them.
They don't buy this thing now. They buy one of the APC campaign people, leaders too, at some point for around that area too. They kidnap them now. They kidnap. They don't step on people when they even come out say they even say if Nigerians make Nigerians not worry. Some of these their people when they go on TikTok say they also can kidnap their president. Oh God, I just shake my head. I say what a shame.
Nigeria is a joke. Oh. You they follow people where they talk about you online. They arrest them. They put them for prison. You know if you arrest bandits where they do TikTok every day, they do TikTok live.
You know shit. I'm telling you. Meanwhile, in the Wike, I hear say Wike, they don't Wike don't quiet.
You never see anything, just leave her. that guy he go shock her.
I hear say Wike don't quiet.
He thinks that he has money and he has power. This guy, if God spare his life, he'll be as useless as a 6-month-old underwear come 2027. I swear to God.
Listen, 6 months old underwear. God, oh,
you know what underwear just did 6 months? You don't they all be that.
Oh,
that's why I'm telling you.
Why you gonna get underwear for 6 months? Oh my God.
I just they tell you.
Oh my
God. That's how far it gets and how bad it gets. If you reach 6 months, you don't use less be that.
Hey! That guy was loud before. Now so go they do gari the whole place for Abuja.
If he didn't there, he didn't there. He will shock you.
Hi. Only you they fight for power for Abuja. You go River State, they cause confusion. They drag with Fubara.
No, because he wants to remain Godfather. This situation, it cannot work. It won't work. Let me tell you why it won't work, Omoye. Let me tell you why it won't work. The reason why it will not work is that, and that's the reason why some people are saying that Tinubu knows how to do politics. Wike had initial gragra. Tinubu, what Tinubu is doing, this president Tinubu enter now. This guy has been working this thing for almost 30 years. So what he did over time was to gather loyalists. You understand what I'm saying? If you gather loyalists, and this thing I'm telling you, I understood it because, like for me, I have a very good rapport with children. And there's something I used to tell myself every time when I'm doing with them, and I'm very careful with them. I would say, these are the people that will hold my stick in the future. Let me treat them right because you don't know who will take care of you. And this perfect example that I have is one of my uncle that I have now. We're very close. I used to live with him in Abuja when I was working in the bank. What that man did to me, I will never forget. I was working in a bank, I was earning salary, but he has never allowed me to use my salary to buy food or pay rent in that house. I stayed with him for 2.5 years for free. So tell me now, Omoye, with the way that man has treated me, free house, free food, do you think there's anything that man will ever need I cannot do for him?
Not now because you be like that now. You remember. Not everybody remember to do.
No, I know.
Yeah.
But what I'm explaining to you is that is what Tinubu has been able to do over time with people. Some of the people have fallen along the way because they are ingrate. They have not been able to come back to him and appreciate him. Some people are sticking to him because, like Joke Silva went during his campaign, she said he stood by her when her husband was sick. Morayo Afolabi Brown said the same thing. The reason why she's sticking by him is because when her dad, when the chiefs were down for her family, he was the one that stood by them. Do you understand what I'm saying? So he has been able to build loyalty over time. We can't just think that he doesn't need to build loyalty. He can buy them or he can order them. It doesn't work like that. We can feel like we is the kind of friend that be like, because I born Peking, now me go tell you what you go. If you want to sleep with your wife, now me go tell you. It's a lie. It's a lie. It won't work. Once your Peking leave your house, you don't set up your own house. That's his house. His house is rules. So if you come now, you have to abide by your son's rule because that's his house.
So are we witnessing the end of Wike? He's
absolutely. That's why he wants to put his son in the house of rest. And let me tell you, he's putting his son in the house of rest because he's a minister. That his son's position is a one-time thing. It's just like Bello Erufai. Bello Erufai is going to right now they're fighting for Bello Erufai's seat. They don't want him to come back because he was able to get in that time because his father was governor. Now maybe the father put him back now. Father cannot. Even though they said that the boy has done some work that's ending his name, but there was somebody that was in that position that the father took the person out because he has a beef with the person to put his son there.
Can you imagine?
And the person right now, is in good terms with Obasani, the present governor. And the present governor, I ain't okay for us. You know, the person who okay, I ain't get house.
I ain't get house now. Yeah.
Even if you they pay rent, as long as you don't carry key, give person. If that person carry key, come out. If you come back, you will wait for the person until the person come back with key before you go enter house.
Hi. You're right. What a shame.
That's okay, yeah.
What a shame. All these people say they go there forever. All of them now, that's what they're doing. Look at Tinubu's son, Sheyi, coming down from the private jet or being a Nigerian federal government of Nigeria aircraft. You see people, they line up, they greet him as they say they greet him, Papa. Is this not psychophancy at the highest level?
Somebody said in the comment section that you don't think Tinubu will drop Wiki like that. My brother, the problem with this, what's happening right now is that the presidency is a different ball game. You are answerable to the cabal.
Yep.
It's not your own game. There are some things that you cannot control.
In Nigeria, in Tinubu's government, they have a cabal. Now, yes, he get rich like 8 cabal. I'll be amen.
Exactly. So if they born Tinubu now, make it pick who you want pick for VP. Now cabal go pick VP for him. So if cabal come back tomorrow, say Wike they enter our nose, they go come out Wike or they go blow the idiot out. I don't care how much he spent during that campaign. That's why I tell you, say, come to me, if we're going to use that. See, if you like, go buy pints for $200. I don't tell you, say, if you use them more than 2 or 3 times a month, once you reach 6 months, it don't become useless to you. Because you don't use it and washer. So if Wike is beating his mind saying that, he spent billions for Tinubu's campaign, waiting not recover now, never pass that one. You don't thief tire. You don't thief give him children, thief give him family, thief put for his pocket. So his son, one of his sons becoming as arrogant as him. Was threatening that Yerima the other time. I say, look at these idiots.
The
The
boy
life we
was
found on
threatening
this.
somebody.
Yes, now during that Yerima time. Oh, he was.
It's Wike's son.
Was. Yes.
Really?
Yes. I have to look for. Yeah, I'll look for the tweet and send to you.
Okay. I didn't know that. Even Dave Umahi, that's true, Michael. Dave Umahi too. Build the hotel, and in 27-year-old son. Which of them they are picking? They run for some position. Now the same Dave Umahi. Another person, is it Uzodima? I don't even know now. All of them now they bring out their
all of them won't put their children. And that's why they say we need to wake up.
I'm telling
because if all of them they put their children, what slot do you have?
That means
What
children will
slot do
come
you
and
have?
do worse than their fathers. This is why I'm screaming. This thing is right in front of our eyes. Electoral reform day now. Peter Aka is even galvanizing himself and his few of his friends to be going to Abuja to go and be disturbing National Assembly. How many Nigerians are joining him? That National Assembly, everybody is supposed to surround that place. Say, if we not get electoral reform, we know they come up for here today.
Peter for Nigeria, they talk, they say that guy, people they come, they say this guy is fake, this guy is doing this.
Now, so Nigeria matter.
No problem with that.
It's not fake. The guy is doing the work that everybody should be paying attention.
Back in the days, all the people, all the people that they just retired recently as ambassadors for foreign affairs from this year to the back years, all of them didn't get there because their parents were in civil service. They got there because based on merit. But all of them, before they leave now, all of them are putting their children there. Name my picking up to get foreign affairs. The only I was offered a job with foreign affairs because I did internship in Nigeria House 2010, 2011 in New York here. And a lot of my bosses liked me and they asked me if I want to do foreign affairs so that they put me. I was the one that refused. I'm telling you, I was the one that refused. All of them are putting their children there. You have to know somebody. I say there's a guy that came, I forgot what's the person's name. When he saw me, the first question he asked was that, whose daughter am I? Because the only way you get there is to have to be somebody's child. Yeah, he asked and I was like, yeah, he said, why you wanna? Me, we get mad. I couldn't tell the man, say, I go do a way, make him know me first instead of knowing who my papa be.
Okay. Now so when I go try to renew my passport for Nigeria, if you see the inept workers when they come from Nigerian passport office, oh my God, don't even let me remember that day. Very inept. They don't know what that they do. We were there for like 8-hour shift. One person go work 8 hours. Now there we sit down from morning till night. Some people came some people drove from Las Vegas just to do that passport. In the evening, they struggle with their tools when they bring come. We get Microsoft people for inside crowd when they come do their passport. Those ones go meet them, say, what's the problem? What can we do? Now so that they carry shoulder up, that they vest for the young girls, that they vest for them, say because the girls they talk say say what they know. And people say these are Microsoft tech people. What are you people talking about? If you're having problems,
you never know them with empty pride.
No. Oh my God.
You never know them with empty pride.
Pride empty. Even person when they take picture now, so I don't know whether like that boy even go school, I don't even know. And so they ask dumb ass questions. And they look the guy, they say, God, what did I do to myself? Who sent me? I for just suffering, leave my passport, me just dey there until when person fit go Nigeria, when we have sanity. No.
Because if one go renew American passport, no be post office, they will just go do and send them.
In fact, I'm telling you, you just go post office, take picture, you don't renew, they'll tell you, okay, if depend on how much you pay for. If na expedited one, or you want the one when mailing, natural regular mailing, they'll tell you 14 days or 7 days or whatever. Nigeria, you go there, hunger when they wire people. I said, what kind of life? Why? It was like a microcosm of Nigeria. I was just looking, I was like, oh, I was feeling the frustrations that I used to feel when I was in Nigeria. Is exactly what I was experiencing in that same spot. I'm like, what?
Even if you go to Nigeria, you want to do passport, you have to know somebody.
Do you
Why do you
have
have
to
to
know
know
somebody
somebody?
for everything?
I remember how many times I'm traveling in this America that I went to New York, Manhattan, one of their offices in Manhattan. That's where you go if you want to get the expedited passport. I did the passport in the morning. I got it before 4 o'clock. I left Nigeria that night. Because if you have a ticket that shows that you're traveling that day or the next day, you can get expedited passport. So why is Nigeria so different? You have to know somebody and brag. Show us some love. And do anything for your voice. Do something for your voice.
I even say, okay,
Show us some love.
let me use my passport to just apply for visa, Nigerian visa. Now so I do, they get form online. I fill the form, I do everything, all the payment. It no reach 24 hours, they deny the visa. No reason given, nothing. So all my money na just dash them the money for free. If we not divide this country, if Peter Obi no enter, we just forget say you get country, Afghanistan straight, because they are slowly putting their rules in. So if Nigerians like you, everybody should continue to sleep, be going to church,
And you know what?
your pain.
You know what's funny? What's funny? Fulani people have this kind of wicked mentality. If I can't have it, nobody can have it. That's the mentality that they have.
Okay. It's crazy, we can't continue like this. Nigeria is messed up and everybody needs to wake up. If you dey sleep, you need to wake the hell up. You say you no go touch me, no touch me. When you go touch you, no go know. Nigeria, look at what's going on around the country. Every day. See people when come out from Akure, they cry. Say na so they carry people every day. Come on. People need to mobilize themselves. You gotta be mobilizing. Okay, if Nigeria divide tomorrow now, how you want to do it? You to say na beggy, you go to get your place back. You need to be ready. I remember when this Alex Barber now, may God let them see him. I never see any update. The guy when go middle belt, they build houses. I never see update on him now. Whether may they not touch that guy in America, no where. Anyway, he may expedite. May they not, even if they not touch him. They know they take American citizens play. I don't they look for.
Do you know that Americans, when they carry their citizens, they play? Do you know that after our parents had us and we went back to Nigeria, my mom told us that anytime there's any crisis in Nigeria, that they used to send us mail and ask us to be safe, or if we think that we need to be evacuated. I'm not joking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my mom told us.
Absolutely.
So like every time.
Yeah. Because they take care of their own. Doesn't matter what part of the world you're in, they will take care of you. If you're going to Nigeria, and if you know you're going to Nigeria and you're concerned, first go and talk, go to the embassy and tell them that you want to travel to Nigeria. This is where you're going and everything. I'm telling you, that's what you need to do. They know they play about their citizens, whether they hate you, that they do racism or not. You are number one to them. It doesn't matter. I said that a few minutes ago, Jofo. Arewa Congress rejecting INEC chairman Mupitan. Yeah, because he wrote about Christian genocide. Meanwhile, we don't even know. We are not sure of the man, whether the man will do. The man pass electoral reform, they never pass.
Omoye, you remember during last election, there was one analysis I made, and I said, all this ranting and Nigerians are ranting. Let's look at Nigeria as a business, and Nigeria is our own business that we have. And you are going to step down from the position as CEO, and you want to hire somebody that will make your business grow, that will make more profit for your business. That if you want to have, do you understand what I'm saying? You want to attract investors. Who will be the person that you pick? Keep religion aside, keep sentiment aside. Look at it as a business. Because I made an example with Dangote when he was stepping down, is it from his sugar this thing or which part of the business? The person that he put in power is a Yoruba person. Why didn't he go to Kano and go and find somebody and put there?
Oh.
Because that's not his problem. Because it's a business. He needs to make profit. He's paying salaries. He needs to make profit. So why can't you see Nigeria as that? With all the mineral resources that we have. You say, okay, we want to pick somebody as president. Let's say we're picking a CEO. What can this person bring to the table? How can this person attract investors? How can this person make us more money? How can this person make us enjoy our life where we go to sleep and our money work for us? What can we do? But you say no because you want to put your son that went to read Islamic studies, you want to put him in charge of your business. I wish you all the best, sir. You can turn your business to Islamia and you come and start crying. No.
I hear say, Rotimi Amechi, they say don't they mobilize seriously. Oh. They say people should start taking him seriously. Oh. He's really mobilizing and he's looking stealthily and precise. He seems to know what he's doing. No, gonna be 2027, gonna be fire. Meanwhile, as Turkish media house come out to report, say your president Olule, your president Luled, Abike Dabiri came out and said that, and really told a lie, that the officials were shocked, that Turkey officials were shocked Tinubu stumble made headlines in Nigeria. Now there's some paper her with evidence for our comment section. There's some, so that they drag Dabiri like a better pass my neighbor generator. They start to this sandpaper have back to back sandpapering. I've never seen this country
the problem,
upside down. All these people are just these dumb things, dumb tribal things. Go ahead.
The problem that this baby boomer generation have is that they don't know, they don't understand this Gen Z and Gen Z people and millennials. Millennials are even nicer.
Exactly.
But I tell you, I see the people that will fix Nigeria. You see Gen Z and Generation Alpha going up. That then go fix Nigeria for us. Because until you get to a place where we are in a technology this thing generation, and you just want to come and talk to people as if people don't know what's going on. When people have evidence, when people we can just type something and evidence will show up. You want to come and talk like it's impossible. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand. Abikelabi with all her exposure and all her this thing that she has, she's still doing that bullshit.
This
I'm disappointed.
Nigerian, all these so-called Nigerian people, when they say they go school for Nigeria, all these baby boomers, children, and the rest of them, they've shown that they are all their education, all their exposure, still did not stop them from being very small-minded. They are a matter of fact, the educated ones are the most dangerous ones. I'm sorry.
I'm not a VDM fan, but let me talk like VDM. They sounded so stupid. So stupid. They were so stupid. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
No, but you know, I said this election has passed, Omoye. If there's nothing that happened in this election, even though Obi did not win, but Obi still won.
Exactly.
Do you know why? Because it woke something up in Nigeria.
Yes.
It woke something up that it told them enough of this bullshit.
Yeah.
Children were challenging their parents. The government were being challenged, something that has never happened.
Exactly.
The government were being challenged. People were talking. See social media. You know, it's before you go and be begging these people. They will tell these people you can't say this one, you can't print this one. They go and editor will go and check newspaper in the night before they print it out in the morning. No, real. Now everybody has access to everything. Even before, let's take an example for people that do acting. They'll be begging for roles now. You can be a one-man actor and use your phone and be recording your skit and be posting only you. And you still be making your money. You don't need to go and beg anybody for roles anymore. So it's before that when you go to beg people for work, they will go and this will say, come and meet me in this hotel. Come and meet me in my office. They'll press your breast, press your hands before they give you work. Now you employ yourself on your phone and your computer, and you give yourself work and you earn your money more than that person that wants to give you work. We have one of our friends that is very good in French. He's complaining about his work. I say you're sleeping on money. I say you're sleeping on money because you speak French fluently. I say if I were you, I'll start doing social media classes. Be teaching people French, one word every day online. Before you know, people are hiring you to come and teach their children. Before you know it, you are having online classes, teaching people French. Before you know it, you're cashing out. There's one girl in Kaduna that told me that she's using her phone. She's making more than 1 million naira every month with just her phone in her house. Does she need government work? Does she need anybody to press her breast to give her work?
God. Hey, it's such a shame, though.
And that's why the generation can look at them in the face and insult them because your work cannot give me 1 million naira.
Of course.
I can use my phone and make from there.
Of course.
And that's why they feel like you are arrogant. You know that back in the day, look at our parents, they feel like if I'm older than you, that means that I have more power or I have edge over you. But now this year when they have their money, you see 24-year-old girl going to go and rent her own house. 30-year-old girl going to go and rent her own house. During her own time, them boy to go rent house at 35.
For years, they
go
will say they go matter to a shower, they go label you.
Exactly.
Nobody go even rent house for you. No landlord they give woman.
My nephew is 25. If they tell my mama say he won't get in house, say he won't start even with that 2-bedroom, mama they look up. He's 25. I tell my mother, you think he's not doing? You know, he can have his house. If he can make it, he should do it. Why not? Why not?
Even with this,
go help Nigeria.
No, now we go help am. Now our no voice make we continue to dey shout. Hopefully, Nigerians go dey wake up. Yeah, well, in all honesty, a lot of people don't wake up. So make I no sound like a Debbie Downer. A lot of Nigerians are waking up, and more are waking up, and people are beginning to ask real questions. Do you understand? And more will continue to wake up. We just need to keep waking people up because people are sleeping. And then, especially the Christians in Nigeria, I don't know what it is that they are doing.
They are the worst.
They are the worst. You go to church every day, everything that is going on in Nigeria, and on top of it, they will kidnap some of you. You will not come out on social media and be begging. You cannot go and meet your GOs and pastors to come and give you 300 million to bail your family. Instead of you to start mobilizing yourselves to protest in your church, to call on your GOs, to make demand. Look at Muslim people. The Muslim people are coming together and saying, we are going to pull out of this election. They are making bold threats. Your church is quiet. Is it because your church has collected money from people they should not have collected money from? Your pastors, your GOs are eating sour grape.
I said it. I said one of the things that we're not going to do in 2026 is going to church and being under pastor that don't tell you the truth. If your pastor in this 2026, and I'm a Christian, I go to church. I'm a practicing Christian. But let me tell you, in this 2026, if your pastor does not talk to you about health, you don't have business going to that church. If your pastor does not talk to you about finance, you don't have any business going to that church. If your pastor does not talk to you about politics, you don't have any business going to that church. Because guess what? All of these things, they're inside Bible. Even in the Bible, there's politics. Even inside the Bible, there are doctors. Even inside the Bible, there are people that were good in finances and they're everything. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you need that. If they tell you that you don't have to have money to be a good Christian, they are lying to you. They're lying to you. Because I'm telling you, some of these fruits of the spirit that you have, if you don't have money, I don't know, you go turn seed of the spirit. I'm telling you. Because you start bringing out some stupid attribute that you just be compromising on some stupid stuff. I'm just saying that. Yes, you're going to compromise on some stupid stuff. But if you work on yourself, work on your finances, you're living a comfortable life, nobody can come and tell you to do stupid stuff because they want you to get money. You don't need their money because you're doing okay. But because our pastors don't preach that, you go to church from Monday to Sunday. You don't have time to do any other thing. My pastor that is into real estate, he has the estate in Nigeria. He said he hired somebody Omoye. He was talking about it in church. He said that people have become so religious that we are forgetting to build ourselves. That how can he, as a pastor, hire somebody and the person is not telling him that he cannot come to work on Tuesdays and Thursdays? I'll be waiting. And then my pastor asked him, he said, why? And also on Sunday and Saturday. No matter long ago, the pastor said, why? He said on Saturday they go for evangelism, on Sunday they go to church, on Tuesday and Thursday. He didn't hire the guy,
Slaving
he drove
away
the guy.
for their past, for their GOs and
He drove the guy. He told the guy, say, I'm a redeemed pastor. And this thing they're telling me, you can't come to work because you have to go to church. He said, okay, go to church and go and earn your living in church. He said, go to church and go and earn your living in church. That's why when we come to develop countries, everything looks like a joke to us. Because those things that we go out to church and be doing prayer and fasting in Nigeria, when we come here, we just realize that it's a systemic issue. So, you mean this thing that's happening? It was not my village people that was voting. No, it's not your village people. No, it's not. It has nothing to do with your village people. It has everything to do with your system. The kind of people that are governing you. You're living in a lawless country. Things cannot work. If you like, go to church from Monday to Sunday and pray. Nothing will change.
Nothing.
Because you have some people that are bent on messing things up and making it not work. What are you going to do about it? The system has already been broken. If you go, let me tell you something. If you get this location.
I think I lost Natu. Maybe your network kicked you out. She'll probably come back again. My people, this is crazy. Come on now. I don't ask you to come. What's going on? Okay, Natu, I see you. I don't know what.
My hand threw me out, sorry.
Okay, no worries.
So if you they used to say if you have dislocation, the best to choose location is the day that you have that dislocation to go to the hospital and go and tie that leg, go tie that hand, or they pull it to just fix everything back in place. If you leave that and sleep more than 2 to 3 days, I'm very sorry for you. You feel faint if they draw that hand because of pain, because it don't sour. And that's the problem that we have. The issue that we have in Nigeria, we've sat on those issues for too long. Now it's sour. How do you want to fix it? There's some people that cannot work well in Nigeria, and it's not because they can't work well. It's because they have issues that they didn't treat and they become handicapped. That's the problem. That's the problem. Some people are not born handicapped.
Yeah, Michael, you're right. Work away 4 days off work to go pray for church. May their God give them better money. I'm telling you. Ejiofor, you say, what do I think of those Amajiri from the north being dumped in the southern cities within a few days from now? Really? Is that what they said? They're going to be dumping them in southern cities? Now,
because guess what? Even the northern governors, even the northern states, they are canceling the Almajiri thing. Because they said it's not Islamic. No, it's not.
Why don't they open schools for them and start to train them or give them skills? Because they keep marrying them. They keep marrying them off. And they keep sponsoring their weddings. It doesn't make any sense.
Like, when I saw that one that they did in Kano, they sponsored how many people's wedding? I almost passed out.
You sponsor the wedding, but they don't have any skill. So if they have children, how are they going to train them? So it's those children that they use as Amajiri and use them, turn them to terrorists.
Yeah, that's exactly what has been happening. Those who, because tell me the rich man that will send his child to go and be terrorist, to go and fight people during crisis. No one. So it's just imagine they don't have anybody, that they don't have anything to lose, that they are sleeping in their malam's house in one parlor. Is like 50 of them sleeping on the floor. So if somebody give them money, yes, they don't even have food to eat. So somebody will give them money and tell them to go and buy somebody. You have not seen that kind of money in your life. You go out and be buying people because now you think that you have freedom. You have money that you can do what you want to do. Because most of the time, the food that they eat are remnant food when they go to people's house and beg. So you go to somebody's house, they mix jollof and tuwo in the same place for you and give you. Is that not poverty? Yes.
God.
I'm from the north, so I can tell you that one categorically. I know how that one works. You don't understand what I'm saying? So even now, the northern government, because they understand that these Almajis are a menace to them, they are cancelling it. Erupa has cancelled it in Kaduna before he left. What economic value does Almajiri have? Nothing. They
Even
started
good
it with
luck
the lie that
Jonathan
oh, they
built
are
Amajiri school, but they did not agree now. You're right, Oriyomi. They attacked him for it. All they need to do is open up a school, a skill, a trade school. All those people, they will now
Omoye.
find a way to get them to come on.
Let me shock you on that Almajiri idea of good luck Jonathan. Ambassador Joy Ugu of blessed memory was the person that took me to Nigerian house to go and to do internship because she came to my school. So I became very close with her. She passed away a few months ago. I became very close to
Yeah,
her. So
God rest
sometimes we
his
go to
soul.
her office and sometimes we go to her office and we do small Nigerian government talk. And I brought up this Almajiri talk to her on how they can build up schools and put these boys in the schools. And this one acted like she didn't hear me. The next thing I heard that Jonathan is building schools for Almajiri, I laughed that day. I'm like, can you just give me my credit? But I'm gonna leave it there. But that was what happened actually. No joke. I'm like, all right.
Well, they
But
don't
they
wake up.
refuse. I know. They're not, their eyes are still closed, they're just making noise. But yeah, but that's what it is. The Almajiri has no economic value, has no religious value that is adding to anybody. I'm just telling you. It's just a menace. It's just people that are having plenty kids that they can't take care of the kids. Then one mala will come and lie and say, I'm opening Almajiri school. I'm going to teach them how to read Quran. If they come and stay under me for 6 months, they are going to become a Quran gurus. And then because you don't have a way to keep the child or how to feed the child or how to send them to school, you now send them to the malam. And they then say part of the Almajiri thing that they're doing, they're teaching them about life. They'll send them to go and beg for food. And they'll bring that's how they eat their food. So they now go and beg for food. Anything that they give them, if they give you rice, you will not eat it, you bring it to the malam. If they give you two, that's the one that you eat. I'm not making this up. I'm telling you this for a fact. I say, yes. Even when in our house, we had an almaji that used to come and help us go and throw garbage because they used to throw the garbage was far. So he comes, so every day he has a plate of food. That's what he gets in exchange. Do you understand? Yes, yes. So that's how a lot of them start integrating them. Some of them that are very nice when they meet nice people in the city. Some people will adopt them. Some people will let them be as much as their family. They don't have to sleep in their house. They can be coming every day and be getting food. Some of them will be sending them. Come on, let me go and buy this thing, go to the market for me and go and come back. That's how they become a, I want to start speaking outside. That's how they become a allergy speaking. Before you know it, allergy now say that, hey, Omoye, you know, come, you know you are my boy now. If somebody has been entering my nose, I want you to go and buy this person for me. If you buy this person and I become this, I'm going to do this for you. If you become my AD, if you're doing this, you're like, Allergy, I'll be working with you. You'll be traveling with me. Say less. Say less. Because my mama will bought me, she doesn't even know where I'm at. She sent me to somewhere that she doesn't even know the person. And now I'm suffering. But that's all I have to do to become close to you and be one of your people. And you even send me to school and give me job and I have a car and I have a wife. There's no problem. They go and do it. That's how that nonsense started. That was how that freaking nonsense started,
Oh
Omoye.
my
I'm telling
goodness.
you. That's how that freaking nonsense started.
It has to end though. It has to, we go divide bang. See this division, it is going to happen. Because let's what now then they use their hand, they push am. Because this one that they are demanding that Tinubu cannot remove Shetima, that Amopiton has to step down. The Muslim are supposed to stand up and say, Amopiton, anyway, the TB say it's like a what's it called? You are now between a,
Not the Muslims, even the Hausas.
you say?
I say, you mean the Hausas or the Muslims?
The Arewa group, they call themselves
Okay.
Arewa group. They came out and they said that
Mhm.
they don't want they want Amupitan to step down for talking about genocide, Christian genocide, and all of that. So I'm like, you know what? The Christians should have come out and demanded that Amupitan shouldn't step down. But you don't even know who to trust. You don't even know if
Exactly.
Amupitan
That's the
not be
problem.
bought.
That's the problem.
That's the
Why
problem.
shouldn't he talk about Christian genocide?
Eh?
Why? I don't think
What
it's
kind of
until the
life
fact that they
is that?
kidnap the government
What
officials.
kind of life of waste is that? You just come and live your life for another person, they'll just be using your brain for you.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm telling you. during those crises.
crazy.
You never see one big man's child outside paying anybody. It's all the Islamize that they're using. All the poor men children, that's the ones that they're using. Those are the ones that they're using.
Exactly, Michael. What kind of life is that? Working for food? Can you imagine?
Yeah. You don't have to give them money, just give them food. As long as they know that they will get food. They will do anything for you. And especially if you give them fresh food, you are their best person. People used to give them food that is almost spoiling safe. They pack and give and they will collect. Yes.
See,
So
Oriyomi
imagine
said
somebody.
it's true what you're saying. Even when Jofo said, I heard that the Amajiris, they normally pray that Allah should bless the person that gives them crumbs so that the person can continue to, hey God, continue to give them crumbs. They're not praying that they can walk.
I'm a Kaduna girl. I'm a Kaduna girl. I grew up in Kaduna North, Malali to be precise. Anybody that knows Kaduna. So, yeah. I said the boy that we used to give food, the day that we were packing and leaving Malali, we were moving to Kaduna. So the boy was crying.
They tell you Temila Day.
Because we used to keep fresh food for the boy. His name is Abubakar. He said, now that if people are leaving, who is going to be giving me food?
Wow.
This is not nice. He was now crying. Yeah.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
All those families when they take they are wicked. They don't even feel same, they even elevate them so that they go even feed the help. And none of them even make that Amajiri school come out say no. The problem I suffered as an Amajiri, I don't want anybody else to suffer it. So I'm going to be taking.
You want them to elevate them so that they will be better than them. They can't do that.
My goodness, look at mindset.
They can't do that.
That's the problem. That is where the problem is. You see where the problem is, Nigerians? And you people say you want to continue to they do one Nigeria. Is it not better? Let everybody just go their separate way so that they can do their Amajiri in the peace, in however way they want. When we keep talking, they say the Christian, what about the minority? They are not minority, by the way. The indigenous of the north, the real indigenous of the north, the different ethnic groups within the north, those ones will have to take a stand because this is madness.
So let me tell you the problem that you see this thing. I just feel like, okay, maybe this new generation that we have, Gen Z and Alpha, maybe they are the ones that will take stand. But you know how they used to say before, they say that a strand of a broom cannot sweep. It takes you have to have like a bunch of the broom to be able to sweep. Yeah. So those minority groups, most of them, they have this ideology like it's not a lot of us. So even if we shout, nobody will hear our voice. So they just sit down there.
God damn.
That's the problem. That's the problem.
So they just keep slaughtering them and slaughtering them.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they keep crying.
Yes.
They come out and keep crying. Instead of you to resist and fight back. However, na kukuma die.
Omoye, God bless you. Now that's a perfect example of that guy that you posted his picture that I was telling you the story. That's Zidane guy. Or is it Zidane? That's the problem. That's the problem because that particular tribe that guy belongs to, the Adara tribe. I personally have said to somebody because my best friend is from that village.
Mm-hmm.
We grew up together. I've known her since I was 4 years old. So we've been friends for like 39 years. We talk almost every week. I feel like they just want to wipe away people's ethnic group. That's the plan for that particular tribe. Everybody's part of the people that want to wipe away that tribe. Because he removed their king now. He was the one that made them kidnap their king and he pied them. Yeah. And then he shared the chiefdom. Yes. It was their tribe. So because they were used to going there and paying people and nobody saying anything. So now people like Zidane, when they retaliated, now they want to go and they're taking the person to court and saying Kinikon. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because they are not used to people fighting back. They are not used to people fighting back. So now people like Zidane, when they fight back, they are seeing there's a problem. If people are being rude, how are you fighting back?
Okay.
Yeah. So they're not used to people fighting back. So this ones are like, oh no, we are going to start our ethnic group. You can't wipe us out. You have to fight for this. So now they are fighting back and it's becoming a problem for the people because they're not used to it. I are telling me that they're sentencing the boy by hanging because he fought back. So who is going to hang the people that have been going there and be wiping the whole village? Who's going to hang them?
We have problem in that. Well, when Nigerians continue to dey wake up, now the number of people when wake up now go decide how we go move for 2027 because only a handful of people cannot do this. You see how it's been, we are being ravaged. We are being besieged behind, befront, besides, in front, behind, everywhere, all around. They are besieged. If you don't wake up, Omo, God forbid, nothing, you don't wake up one day and it's right in front of one's doorstep. It doesn't make any sense. How can these people come and guess what? They are getting superior weapons. So now here say Turkey, they supply them. And they supply them with superior weapons. Meanwhile, you have GOs. They are just swinging their hand and watching their people. How many people go they go church if nobody fit go church again? If these people start to they do wetin they do, while Iran is fighting and pushing back and trying and getting their country back, Nigerians.
Did you see the news? Did you see the news where they kidnapped 177 people in Kaduna?
Yeah.
And the government and some of the officials had the audacity to come out and say that it did not happen.
Denied it. Yeah.
So that guy that you were sharing his video that he was talking, Ruben, I know him personally. And then one of my friends that works with him and Harry, they have a non-profit that they help people, displaced people.
Yeah.
They were going to the village to go and see what happened. Do you know that the security people blocked them on the road and made them to turn back? They told them, they refused them entering that village. They refused them entering that village. Government people. I see until they kidnap people like governor and the eye go tear. 177 people have the audacity to come out and come and say it didn't happen. One woman, they kidnapped her husband and 5 children. And while at that, one of her child died. And she had to go and bury the child. Her husband and her children are still in captivity. And you're coming to say that they didn't take anybody. People go no pay you, now I don't know what they do.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Look at the American now that is the missionary guy that is going up and down. Now if they say that they find, now they never hear from her. They say that they find the guy, they never hear from her, never respond to message. Make I even see whether maybe it go even good to go expedite the process of breaking up the country.
If anything happen to that guy, they go send bomb go Nigeria.
I'm telling you, it go good now. No update yet, though. Still the same stories, just dey no update. Go wait till tomorrow. Because that guy delivered one passionate speech like that, I know say he affect them. I know say he go enter them. I know say they pain them for body. I go monitor am, make I see wetin go happen. Make dem not try an American, no, e no go funny. Fulani leaders mindset. Oh, Mike, I dey read this person. You say you give last month, you get person. Wow, that's good though. Wow, see, and the guy they make it cool money. I hope say not be troublesome guy, yo. I hope say they maintain. Their mindset, yes, their mindset and ideology very different from us in the South. Very, very different. They have oligarchy mentality, like supremacy mentality. Now they get.
I'm telling Demilade has said it all. That's the mindset that they have. That is the mindset that they have. I say, is Hausa man that you ask him and you tell him that, oh, what are you? He say I'm a Muslim. Fulani man can never tell you he's a Muslim. He tell you I'm Fulani. He can never tell you I'm a Muslim. You say I'm Fulani. That's how they see. Yes, that's how they see themselves.
And they've been wanting to conquer since when did the Fulanis come? 1804. Maybe we start to discover them. Since then, they carry am for mind. The caliphate carry am for mind, say they must take over Nigeria, and they know they give up. Now this kind of people now want to share country with. But I never know it they happen. These people will never. They can keep malice for centuries. They will pass down malice down to their.
They are very wicked. Omoye, they are wicked. Fulani people are wicked. They get mind. Fulani people get. Let me tell you something, Omoye. Fulani man, instead of make it losing picking, instead of make it losing cow, it better make it losing picking.
God I beg, God forbid.
I'm not joking. Anybody in the
Life
comment section
doesn't
that
mean
Fulani
anything
tell
to
you,
them.
if you buy Fulani person picking, go beg him if he forgive you, but make you cry in house waiting with you go wipe your village come out. Just go touch him. Yes, go touch Fulani man animal. You go wipe your entire village because of animal. I'm not making this up. They will wipe your whole village out. When you cry in picking, you go say, "And so God one time, oh, we don't forget how go do." How I go say Kaderani? And so God one time, but I beg you, go wipe their cow or their ram. See what thing go happen to you. It go shock you. It's gonna shock you.
Wow. So they even prefer they value their cow more than human life. No wonder they don't have any care for human life. They just do what
You don't see where there was a place that Erufai talked now. Erufai said something now. It say anything done to a Fulani headman is like it's
a debt.
It's a loan that you are taking. Yes,
Yeah,
that must be repaid.
that must be repaid.
Yeah.
These are the
They
people
value animal life than human life. So I know some people want to take drag with.
Yeah. There's one guy, Simon K, that came out and said that he just believes. Now, Hausa guy, the guy come out and talk, say, the only way when Nigeria will feel work, make the country divide. Say there's no way. Say yes, in from the north. But you see this Fulani Wahala, enough it. The way the north be, with Amajiri full everywhere, say the only way that country feel work now, if they separate. They've been coming after him. They've been threatening him. Some have been saying he's not that.
But if they separate, they go leave us with the middle bed. They go leave us with nothing now. We with the middle bed. I say we with the middle bed. If they separate, they go leave us with nothing.
No, una they stand on una own now. Middle bed people they agitate strongly. Where you dey? Middle bed people say they don't even divide the map. Middle bed people. Be like say you don't know what your people they do for Twitter. Oh. Hey, girl. They say
I know Sabi use Twitter.
Your middle bed people say, I beg, not join us to North. We are middle bed people. Now here we dey. They even cut on, they cut the North. They say, "Mona collect on 2 states. The rest of us middle bed, we are standing gidigba on our own." Middle bed say last
And you know,
we'll go with South. That's what middle bed is saying.
Yes, now. Yes. And you know, say they come out not, they come out middle belt. You know, say nothing they not again.
Exactly. Your middle people, they are very active on Twitter. Powerful set. Hey, what? You don't know your middle bed people? Forget, their voice is loud on Twitter. They tell there straight up. If you see that they drag with northerners for Twitter, middle bed they give woto. You get one guy, what's his name? There's Zari, that's Zari on a English speaking, calm talking, but they give am, don't sabi woto in a very strong way. Na and Gumi they deal with na Gumi level dealing they deal with. Middle bed, and then you get another guy. What's his name? I keep forgetting. That one not they spare, he not even wait. As they come, as they drop the as they before he land, the guy not ready. Now defense that guy they play. Oh my god, no, middle bed people know they play for Twitter. They are powerful. Their voice is powerful, and they don't already divide the map. Let me even see middle belt map. Make I show now. When I say that people I want, make I show now. They don't separate themselves. Come on for north. They say, please, we are not northerners. We are middle belt. Every time they talk, they'll say, please. They will just call your comment section, call correct you. They'll say, no, please, I beg. We are not part of the north. We are middle belt. We are standing gidigba on our own. Let me pull it up here. Oh, if I pull it up, I will lose. I will have to remove you. No, we could leave it like that. But yeah, you guys cannot see. Let me see if I can make myself bigger. How do they used to make oneself bigger here? I can't make myself bigger. Okay, we just leave it like that. Okay.
You want to make yourself bigger like Fulani people?
I beg. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
They use cow take swear for. I'm telling you, people should boycott eating cow. Nigerians need to learn how to fight on all from all angle. But meat, no go let them see road. Suya and kilishi, they don't use a take do. They don't use a swear for this
But
Nigeria.
if they want chop cow, they can decide not to buy cow from Fulani people. There are people that have farms.
Of course.
Buy from them.
Of course. You know, see, different communities for even within Nigeria have their own cows. They all have their own cow breed. From my place, we had our own cow breed before Fulani, before cows were coming.
Yeah, there's a guy that I know from Kaduna that has a farm in Abuja. So he's breeding.
Temilade, you say Fulani people in Ghana are begging Ghana government. We don't they want
Make
Ghanaians, they don't try them.
Make Ghanaians don't try them.
If they try them, no amount
they go soon become minority.
Collection buying from them. Make them not try them. Because let's say they put something for that money when they give, and then they put something for that cow when they sell. That is why when this you see as Nigerians stay docile, they be like sheep. You think say na normal, e no normal. Nigerians when we get hot body, e no normal. Those people don't do something. They don't put something for the meat when Nigerians they chop. Nigerians what if you do without nama meat. I never see they take meat, they swear for people for that country. The Ghanaians should not agree. I hope they are paying attention to the news. They see what we are going through in Nigeria. If they like, may they agree. Now here we go there. We go say, so what were you people doing while we were crying? When we were pushing and bringing awareness to our people, you people still carried citizenship. May they not try them. They should disassociate from Ghanaians, so from Fulani people. Now, so they go take pets them. From there, they go infiltrate their government. Lie. They should go with their freaking cars. Ghanaians, are you people hearing me? Oh, okay. Now, middle bed, they even.
If they like, make them go play Momo for there.
I'm telling you. Ghana, wanna not try am now when be say na this when they go enter una not go believe am. Make una reject anything when the Fulani they come with they don't mean well they do not mean well chale, they don't mean well. Na middle belt they even make the country scatter today as they speak. I'm telling you, thank you very much, Michael. Natu, your middle belt people for Twitter now they say divide the country, let all of us go.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
You know else I do use Twitter. I need to call. I need to call Indicator, make she give me updates.
Oh yes, Indicator too quiet. Nah, forget Indicator. Even if he give you gist, you not go reach. Sorry, Indicator will not be one of the active middle belt people. Forget. They're not even.
She don't tire.
Yeah, I mean,
since when she did. Since when she did active, body don't dey sour.
Now, but so there are more active people now.
But you can't give up.
You can't give up. That's the thing. You can't give up. Even they drag her sometimes, say for Twitter, they see where they drag her.
It's just like a parent fighting for their child. You're not going to say you're going to stop doing it because you're tired. That's your child.
So sometimes they drag her too. But a lot of middle belt people that are fighting are standing strong. They are not tired. There's one that's always remind if El-Rufai tweet like this, even if El-Rufai say hello, it could just remind El-Rufai, could say hello. What about this person when you make disappear? Can he say hello?
Oh my God. Come on, there's one guy that disappeared, that Diata.
He go say, can he say hello? You are able to say hello now. The person you disappeared. There was when they now talk about one traditional leader that they on our lives. I think in Kaduna. I think it's the person you're telling.
Yeah, that's the other people. Yeah.
I think somebody was not saying rest in soul, like just remembering the person. So I think was it El-Rufai tweeted something. Now the person take the picture to respond to him. He tell and say, do you remember what you did to him? Oh no. Middle belt people, they are firebrand on Twitter. Forget. I they follow them now.
Oh my goodness.
So I they see the news.
No.
If any
I did like how they drag El-Rufai. They drag them by in blockers.
Oh
El-Rufai pricks supposed to pay now. Because when they take the drag out,
they know they let them breathe. They know they let them breathe. Even
the problem is the boy gets selective amnesia.
Hey, so that they remind them. So now that they remind them.
Gets selective amnesia.
This when Fulani, all these Fulani people and Fulani sympathizers come up, when they say they not remember, they'll come put middle bedroom. Immediately, they'll be like swarm of bees. They go just gather. That's it. They'll say, you and who? You and who? Remove your middle bed from your fitting mat. Remove it from your fitting mat. You terrorists, you murderers.
Yes.
Oh, they'll come show the map.
But like that guy said, I believe that because the ordinary man picking now will start to talk because big man they carry him picking put. So where our power dey?
Exactly.
So if you no talk now, ordinary man picking and rich man picking Nigeria now it be like picking with allergy.
Exactly.
So we're allergic to all this bullshit that these people are doing. So if they put waiting they are allergic to inside, if you're allergic to nuts, they put nuts inside food, you no talk. You go either cry or land for hospital. So you gotta talk. So if you're allergic to their bullshit they are doing and you're not talking, you're gonna keep taking in the bullshit and you're gonna keep reacting to it until you cry. And that's the end of it for you. So waiting you gain. You understand what I'm saying? So that's how it is. It's just like allergy. If you don't talk, or you're going to be okay because you go pie or you go in for hospital. So choose one.
Oriyomi I not follow you there. This one they put NATO name inside the same this thing sentence with Fulani. I not there.
What's your real?
Oriyomi say, oh my, we go dash out now to the Fulani. Are you okay? No find out to trouble, I not there.
Let me tell you something. The way my blood take the hot, even Fulani people go reject me. They can't have me. I be allergy medication. They cannot have me. They can't have me. Nah. I'm a Kaduna babe, born and bred. Both parents. So I feel work out with leg from one end of Kaduna to the other end. That's how much I know Kaduna. So anybody will try me go connect.
Someone was saying that if the Fulanis allow Peter Obi and the Fulani to run, and they will win, and they will eliminate Obi for the vice to take over, I won't doubt that person. I bet not to eliminate for deal. So we'll go forward hand, maybe they do the elimination. I know that.
Omoye, no. This person that said this thing, you don't understand. The person is saying that's how some of them operate. If they are looking for a way to enter, they cannot find. They will not say, okay, this is how we are going. How did they do with Yakowa in Kaduna? Explain to me. Explain to me, Omoye. Do you know Yakowa's story?
No, I don't know Yakowa.
Did you know Yakowa's story?
No.
Kaduna State Governor, when the man, he was Sani Sambo's deputy. Sani Sambo was now made the vice president. So he automatically became governor. Other people were not happy about it. When Yakowa went for one burial in the south, and they quite inside a helicopter crash.
Okay, I heard about that, but I wasn't involved in Nigerian politics, so I don't really know. Yeah. But I heard about it recently that they set them up for helicopter. This thing.
One of my uncles together with him, daughter Soho. That's my uncle. So, yeah.
Interesting.
So when he cried, what happened? They were dancing, they were jubilating. They said that God has increased the weight of the sand. That's one dead person going, yes. So they were not happy because guess what? Ramadan is going to take over, and that was what happened.
Wow.
That was what happened. Yes. So because they had him there, because if you win, we have to put a person. So that if anything happens, a person will take over, and that's what they did. So what that person is saying, he's not lying. But the only thing that they don't know is that is not that kind of person. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's the only thing that they didn't know. Do you understand? So even some Fulani are even fighting against Dati because they are feeling that Dati is not 100% Fulani.
He's 100% Fulani.
Oh, you're gonna.
He's from Mauritania. He's just
my sister. You're gonna hear stuff. You're gonna hear stuff. I think when you reach to you qualify, now there you go start to hear different stories. You're not qualified, you're qualified. That's where you start hearing it. Let me go answer my people. Now I'll go make bottle.
Thank you. You even try me greet them, hug and kisses to them. I beg. Thank you so much.
Then go here.
I appreciate.
All right, no problem.
We'll talk again.
No, all right.
Yeah. So my people, let me catch up with the comments and then we'll wrap this up. I don't try 3 hours. Lord have mercy. Okay. All right. So Ejiofor, she just gave me more information as to why that come, but they can't do that to Obi now. You think we're going to fold our hands and watch that happen? With everything that we know, it's even good that Peter Obi did not enter because we did not know this much. All of us would have been naive, would have still been talking, now so therefore do no, I beg go. May everybody shine our eye. This is the time to shine our eye. We have to watch our guy now. We not figure allow Peter Obi just dey there by himself. We need to shine eye. So as they drag them for Twitter. We know they allow them. We know they give when people say Obi or nothing. At first, because I never really know how this coalition thing won't be. I dey wait. I say may Obi come out now. If na LLP, may we know. If to say not be Obi or nothing, if to say not be see people they shout Obi or nothing, I'm telling you, these people would have used. They wanted to use sense. They wanted to use that their snake sense, that their monkey sense to take deceive us, to take silence us. They can't they use emotional blackmail. They can't they use words. This one, that one. Now we say, okay, it's Obi or nothing because this mago one I want to do so now no succeed. Obi no dey talk, but he get people when he get us when we our blood dey hot on behalf of Peter Obi. So now we dey shine, we dey watch everybody like hawk. We not trust anybody. Anyone that's around Peter Obi, I not trust. Now look, they observe. Everybody they observe. So the media people are the ones who stopped and conquered Usman and Fodio. Hence the hatred from the jihadists towards them. Yeah, clearly. But people need to wake up now because these people have declared war. People they are searching weapons. So now you see, say Malami get weapons for him. Somebody is asking how did he come about those weapons. We have not heard anything yet. Abi Michael, we try. We'll never leave any stone unturned, though. They have tried to buy Tifnubu. I'm telling you. That's why you see now they don't. That's why Remy they block them. They agree make they come close to his husband. Not only they cook for his husband. You see as they block the as in. Can you imagine? Even the vice president say they fit see Tinubu anyhow. So I heard though. Say they fit see him anyhow. They fit. They not just they give him access like that. If he wins, he will employ the services of. He needs more than that, Seth. If there's anyone more than that, he need them. Because we need to protect our guy from the south. I'm sorry. We need to protect him because he means well. Even the citizens need to be involved in the protection. Not only these people. We need to be more, we are more informed now. We're knowledge exactly, and everybody, people are waking up every day. I just want the critical number of people to wake up, especially the church goers, the ones where they do like zombie. They go church Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday. They're in church. They are preparing you as lamb for the slaughter. The Muslims are not, the Fulani people, they are not hiding it. Terrorists, they are not hiding their intentions. It's only the church that is sleeping. Any small thing now when you feel like threat, you'll see them. Arewa group come out, Muslim, they don't talk, they don't threaten, they don't bully. What are the Christians doing? Are the Christians not supposed to be prepping? Are your GOs, they have the money, they have the resources. Are they not supposed to be packing? Are they not supposed to be preparing their people? When Buhari was the press idiot, I was still challenging people in the south, calling for Nigeria to break up because of Fulani terror. But now when Tinubu enter and the exposure start in icon, in eye clear. Now so they be. My people, make I leave am for here, Jerry. Sleep don't they catch me. Make I go fast and want to sleep. Una, thank you. I appreciate. I go see you again, Sha. Maybe tomorrow. Temilade, thank you very much, sis. Thank you for stopping by. It's been a while. Don't tell when I see you. Michael, thank you very much. Oriyomi, thank you. Ejiofor, Chris, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys on my next one. Abemona, help me like on the way out if you have not yet liked. Share, subscribe if you haven't yet subscribed. I appreciate you. As the election they come in, I beg. Natu, Make, Mona go discuss. All of us go take turn. They do this. We go take turn. They host this political spaces. I beg, I beg, because I see a lot coming in front. So I beg, make una adjust una as una go fit, not be say this thing. When una fit, the days when I know so now they available. Even if na 1 day or 2 days, we need to abeg una need all of us need to dey involved. Even Oriyomi, you too, because of your time schedule. When you go fit do am, when we no fit dey, when we get dey sleep, you go take over. Oriyomi, no run o. Yeah. So thank you very much, guys. I really appreciate it. This was a good one. I had fun while at it. Ejiofor, thank you very much for stopping by. It's been a while too. All right. I will see you now later. Bye.